Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrible Opinions Podcast. As always, I've been your horrible host, Kenny, who is still in this show that, didn't get written out of this show to do something else with the show. Like, I'm still here. I'm not gonna leave you like Michael did. That's not what I'm going to do.
I'm bored, Daniel.
I'm gonna take that and plus it. I too will literally do anything to not have to go home and see my kids and maybe estranged wife Ryan.
I hate these goddamn kids.
I hate these kids. I hate that woman. I will do anything. Anything!
I'm looking for an excuse. Is there a mystery I can solve so I don't have to see these goddamn kids?
Am I a detective? Am I a policeman?
Nope.
Are you hot? Are you 20 years younger than me? Let's go, baby.
Is 20 years younger than me legal?
I gotta ask occasionally. I grew a conscience after the third time.
Of course, we are talking about the polarizing entry into the Halloween franchise. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
This is the night no one comes home.
Someone came.
You see, Michael Myers came home the first night, and then he came home again. Then he came again the same night.
Again, the second coming.
No, it's the same night.
But this one, no one comes home, except if no one comes home, then that means they weren't at home to watch the commercial, and that means they live.
Smart.
It's just kids that are gonna die, so who gives a shit, really?
You think I wouldn't buy one of those masks, Daniel?
Okay,
You think
you know
us
what?
three don't have it on?
You're only adding, you're only strengthening my argument.
Okay. Which pumpkin or skull? Which one are you wearing?
Pumpkin.
Skull.
Oh, thank God. No, I'm like, am I gonna have to fight you for the witch? Are we gonna throw down for that green mask? No. Okay, good. I'll get you, my pretties. This movie is...
There's only 3 masks.
It's the Halloween 3.
It's Halloween 3. It's witchcraft meets computers meets invasion of the body snatch.
Yeah.
I didn't see a single witch.
Witchcraft.
Mask.
You did, except it was a warlock. That's Cochrane.
He didn't cast any spells. Not on me.
Didn't have any robes on.
Didn't have a robes. Didn't have a hat.
Never got sorted.
Kenny, you say polarizing, and it was at the time, I suppose. However, now it's either you've seen it and you love it, or you haven't seen it.
Yeah, people got over it. Most people got over their hangups.
Seen it and loved it, or you haven't seen it?
Yeah,
I think there's a third option here.
Not one that's valid.
Fair. Fair.
What option would that be, Daniel? Oh, seen it and really loved it.
No, it's seen it.
Was that you, Daniel?
Seen it and
Daniel.
Where was Michael Myers?
He was on TV.
It was. That's not the
Daniel,
point, Daniel.
Was this your first time?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you knew though, right?
I did know.
I mean,
okay.
You can't not. No, this was supposed to be. It's audience members like you, Daniel. You screwed us out of years worth of Halloween anthology movies.
No, yeah. I'd say they screwed you by calling it Halloween 3.
No, the only way this movie gets made is by putting Halloween 3 at the beginning. They wanted to just call it Season of the Witch, but nobody would finance it unless they put Halloween 3.
They should have done Season of the Witch. Okay, so they should have done a Shin Megami Tensei Persona thing. Maybe
Halloween.
I guess they did.
Presents Season of the what is that? What's the Train to Busan sequel? Peninsula, a Train to Busan movie.
Yeah.
That would have really confused. That would have really set weird expectations for this movie if that was the title. They'd be like, "Wait, this is in Korea? What? This looks like the Midwest."
Yeah. I don't think anyone would have known where that was at the time, huh?
If anything, Daniel, they set themselves up by making the first movie too good. If it had just been a middling film, they wouldn't have been forced to make the second one like that.
Yeah, if it hadn't been called Halloween, no one would give a shit.
Hey,
and I wouldn't have had to watch it, and I would have been in a better spot mentally right now.
No. How dare you? I'm gonna shoot lasers into your eyeballs and make tarantulas come out of your mouth.
Ah, yes, tarantulas.
That's what you want, though, isn't it?
This is the only one that's acceptable for it to have druids.
Kenny,
you allow the druids on this one?
Every year,
because they're not touching my Mikey.
Or every couple of years, we could have had a Halloween movie like this. Like,
Yeah, where it's it's just
It's
an
about
excuse for
Halloween.
Carpenter to
Right,
have
but
a
the
new
time
film
to
on
do that
Halloween.
was Halloween 2.
no.
He wanted to.
the time to do, well, look, money, Daniel, money, okay?
Yeah, money talk. Michael was never meant to come back in the second film. And then even in the second film, they tried to set up his anthology type series of, rotating horror, whatnot, with the kid coming into the hospital with the razor blade in his apple. That was supposed to talk about, point like, hey, other crazy shit happens around here too. Maybe we can talk about that. Maybe you want to hear about that. Daniel didn't.
That's fine.
But you know what? We could have had a trick-or-treat-esque style, story from John Carpenter in his prime. Could you imagine? Instead of just him being, that mummy in Trick or Treat, like inspired by, it could have actually been him.
Did he do any of the shorts and body bags?
Well, he starred in it.
I know he was the crypt keeper in body bags, but I can't remember if he made
gags.
body gags. I say gags.
Yeah.
Daniel, what's a synopsis of this perfect? Nothing's wrong with this movie. All the characters should be aspired to. They're role models, really.
None of them should be in jail. Some of them could be presidents.
Well, okay, guys, calm it down.
Or at least
Calm it down.
At least an owner of a Denny's.
Okay.
24/7 breakfast. That might be dangerous.
Mask manufacturer. He's a prankster, and he's used druidcraft and computer technology to rig up Halloween masks so that they'll melt kids' faces and cause bugs to fall out of stuff.
Now, Daniel.
And one brave man.
You forgot drunk.
With one drunk, brave man.
You forgot horny.
Horny, brave, drunk. I'm just describing a man at this point.
Doctor man.
Doctor.
You forgot
Dr. Horny drunk.
With a mustache.
A mustache is what is magical mustache.
If anything, it's a mustache with a man, not a man with a mustache.
It's a mustache with a man, you're right. He's got to save the day. He doesn't have to, actually. He fucking hates his kids. He could let this happen. Or he could just take the masks away from his kids.
Look, this is just a town where they took shoulda called Atkins very seriously. I wrote that myself. You guys are welcome.
You get that, Daniel? The actor's name is Tom Atkins.
Oh, there's robots.
Yeah, okay, Daniel.
Androids.
Maybe you can answer this, because Robert Ebert had a problem with this movie, if you can believe that.
I believe it. What's the problem?
His most basic problem is that he cannot figure out the motivation for Cochran.
He's a prankster.
What is Cochran hoping to accomplish?
It's the biggest prank of them all. I killed all your kids.
That's what I was going to ask too. And I watched the movie and went through the book. And if he says his goal at some point as to why he's doing this, like really what he's getting out of it, other than
say it.
It's the old ways.
No.
For the druids. Then I miss it like most people miss it in that Meatloaf song.
It's not what it is. He says it. It's like it's the biggest prank ever.
So yeah, but that's it, right? I mean, he does say that, and
he would go to jail.
But why? Because he's a prankster.
Because he's a prankster.
Oh my god! Because Ashton Kutcher's right there with them. They're behind the camera.
He's the Joker,
and they're gonna pop on the TV after the commercial. Like, you just got punked, America.
Turned all your kids into worms. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Wait, don't
Think
you
of all
usually,
the free time you're gonna have now?
Don't you usually pop out and say it was all a joke, right? And everything turns back to normal.
But except this time they actually are worms and skeletons and bugs and things and leaves.
We accidentally turned them into spiders
and snakes.
And snakes.
If this is an Irish thing, should it be snakes?
Well, they're not in Ireland, so there could be some snakes here now.
But this is like, this is a druid.
This is before St. Patrick. This is when there was snakes.
I don't think there ever were snakes.
Your Christianity is new bullshit, okay? The new wave bullshit. We're talking
I'm
the
on that old
stuff.
Shit.
I'm talking. I'm going to Stonehenge. I'm taking one. I'm putting it on the plane. I'm flying it back over.
When did that happen?
Yesterday.
In the movie time, was that yesterday? It can't be yesterday.
I mean, it was a news report.
It doesn't give a date, and I was
Why
trying
are
to
you
nitpick,
watching news from years ago?
I was trying to nitpick the movie for the timeline on this, because it seems like, because it says like British authorities are still baffled. And I'm like, so maybe
Still baffled by missing stone.
But
I bet you're curious. You wouldn't believe how we did this.
How long do you think it takes to get a piece of rock from Ireland all the way to the States? You think they're flying it? You think they're doing it by boat?
I don't think a plane can a plane carry a 25-ton thing? I don't know.
I think what they did was they did it like Operation Dumbo Drop, and they did helicopters, and they hauled it like they did them elephants in that Bill Murray movie.
Helicopters hadn't been invented yet. A lot of people don't know that.
I thought the Celtics invented helicopters. That's why
they invented the move, the dance move, but the actual machine, not yet.
Now, is that like the dance move, like with their arms, or are they flopping their penis around in a helicopter type motion?
Well, I mean, it's druids, so
fair.
I want to just celebrate our lead protagonist in this film a little bit, Dr. Chalice.
Times. Come on,
Dr. Chalice.
Dr. Chalice has figured it out. Daniel, I don't know if you've ever referred to your significant other as having a lizard tongue.
What?
But that's what he says about his wife.
Well, they're divorced.
Not yet. About to be, right? It's not going well. Also, at least in the book, he complains that he's only getting 2 weekends a month with his kids, and he has so much to tell them. But then when he goes to the house, she's like, it's been 4 weeks and you haven't seen him or taken them.
I don't want him.
See, you realize what's within his heart, but he just hasn't accepted it yet.
I mean, he does enough towards the end of the movie in regards to him to kind of ease his conscience. So
to help his kids? No.
I think that's just because his sex bot is about to be taken away from him. And
don't take my sex bot.
That's his whole motivation.
No, he makes a phone call though.
But not to his wife.
No, he did.
No, he didn't.
Did he? No.
Say, hey, take off the mask.
He did not.
He did. And then
that's not his wife. You're confusing book with movie.
Who does he call to say, hey, take off the mask? And then she specifically says, oh, you're just jealous that they like the mask that I got them and not your crap. You're always jealous, blah, 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 blah. He does it in the book and the movie. Because in one of them, he straight up calls her a bitch.
That doesn't happen in the movie.
I think Ryan's scrolling right now.
I'm scrolling right now.
It happens in the movie and the book.
Unless y'all got scenes I don't have.
How long was your movie?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure he does.
Also, that might have been during one of my long blinks.
Now the truth comes out.
He calls the stations in the movie. I don't have anything about him calling his wife and kid.
Because he didn't.
God. 2 seconds. Fill the silence. Silence filler.
Give me something, Shamrock.
Oh!
So in the book, he...
Oh, in the book.
So first he calls the news stations. He calls all 3. All right.
Yeah.
And there's a TV on at the gas station. And so 2 stations, we interrupt this broadcast for a very important message. Stay tuned, right? But then one stays on at the 3rd network. So then he is screaming, get off the air. Then he dials home. And the phone just rings and rings and rings. And he's screaming into the useless phone, turn it off. But no one has answered the phone yet. So he does call home. No one answers the phone. And it's after he's called the station in the book.
And that's in the book.
That's in the book. In the movie, I don't remember him calling home. But I don't know. You know what?
I'll figure this out.
Listeners.
Kenny's about to shoot an extra scene while we're waiting here and be like, see, it's in the movie. I shot it. It's me on the phone.
Also, I'd like to point out,
get
Kenny,
him to put the masks off, you dumb bitch.
Two children, or there's some kids in that gas station
that he could have just taken the masks off.
Ripped those masks off. But no, he's like, you know what? You don't have to take
the mask off. The chip is on the outside. Just pull it off.
It comes off easy enough. You're right.
And then you eat it.
Oh, but we forgot one very important thing. I'm drunk!
Fucking
stop it!
Rick gets his own Halloween movie.
Oh, I'm drunk, Morty. I just banged a sex
bot, Morty. He's never actually drunk, though.
Yep, a high-functioning alcoholic. I'm drunk the entire time. High functioning. I don't function without it. When I went home,
he's pretty drunk,
and my wife smelled my breath. You know what she smelled.
Okay, so he's drinking in the movie. He's fucking binge drinking in the book.
All right. Yeah. Well, look. You need something to not have a conscience about how much a shitty human being you are.
He's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
So was Kevorkian.
Bum patting and groping and prowling. All right, look. Opening sequence. We open with Harry Grimbridge. We open with a man. Do you know why he's running, Daniel?
It's a great way to stay in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardio.
He's
Good
being
for your heart. I
pursued
don't
by
do
like
it.
these men in suits. You can never trust a man in a suit. And then what happens? They catch him, and they're gonna
And
like
they squish his. Or wait, they don't squish him.
they're
They
trying
don't
to.
catch him.
One of them catches him. They try to squish him, but he pulls out I don't know what you call it, a stopper.
Gun!
He pulls out a stopper, and the car crushes him. And goes ah.
Okay, the speed of that car, he would have just stopped it and not been crushed.
These are the olden days. Okay, cars are heavy, and they either crush you or they explode.
Car goes
if you
crunch.
sneeze on
I
them.
would have been better if it had exploded.
You would have been better.
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's
would
what I
have been
said.
better. Now, I thought we'll find out later. He's carrying the pumpkin mask in his belt. I thought it looked like a really like a funny fanny pack that he was just running around with, and so that kind of made me laugh.
Wow.
That's right. But guess what? He finds the gas station, and that very nice gas station attendant does not punch him, but takes him to the hospital.
Yo, this guy just fell down in my station, and like that shit happened. So I what am I gonna do? I'm a good Samaritan. I'm gonna bring him in here because I'm like a hero. You know, I get involved. I help people. Oh, weird shit's happening. Hey, gotta go.
Dip.
Dip.
That's some of the movie really wanted to make sure we knew he was bouncing.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm the only black person in this movie. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, you ever heard of any black Irish people? No.
This is a horror movie. I can't
Colin
be
Powell.
here.
Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
There's two.
I don't.
He's black Irish. The Mac rib.
Point being, Daniel, Dr. Chalice comes
Okay.
into his home, and he looks like a hunchback because he was all hunched over. He's got his coat over his head. And this is very important because it's raining outside, Daniel.
Why is that important that it's raining outside?
If this movie was a little better, it would mean he's avoiding the baptism, the rebirth, because it's not the scene where you get drenched in the rain and then you come back to do the fight, right? The baptism of blood kind of shit. He's avoiding that by keeping his coat over his head. That's not a thing in this movie, but could have been. Did you know that was Nancy Loomis from Halloween and Halloween 2 as his wife?
Yeah.
Damn, you fast.
Yeah,
Why
he read
not?
that somewhere.
No, she looks the same.
People don't look the same.
Here, kids.
I mean,
I got you some. I got you. I got you. Got you some masks. Summer, I got you some masks.
Now,
we already
in
got
the-
masks, Rick. Oh,
now, in one of them though,
going into Macho Man with that voice. I'm sorry.
the ex-wife gets him the shamrock masks in both the book and the movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he shows up with the cheap
He shows up with shit
dollar
masks.
mask. Yeah,
They
he has
can
the
accept that.
opportunity.
Doctor salary, and this is what he can do?
He gives all his salary to his ex-wife. That bitch of an ex-wife.
The one with the lizard tongue, Daniel.
Oh, her tire goes flat, so he has to give her his credit card, fix her flat tire, because he hasn't made his payment this month, apparently.
Her children want food, so he has to give them money.
Yeah.
He has to go
Hey, look.
and co-sign the tax return.
He's being inconvenienced left and
he's
right.
always drunk.
This poor guy. Life's so hard.
I don't know why he's fighting against killing these kids. Seems like
You
his
don't
life
like
would
him?
be a lot better without him.
You don't like him.
It's
Think about
okay.
it.
They're,
He's going to be saving money.
He's there for
they're not
like
appreciative.
3 minutes. Already the kids are not interacting with him at all. His estranged wife is not happy with him too. Oh, Kenny found something. What'd you
1
find?
hour, 22 minutes, and around 40 seconds is when he makes the fucking phone call to Linda, his ex-wife.
Is there like 15 minutes left on the movie at that point?
Yes, there's exactly 15
Yeah, that's
minutes
when
left
I went
in the
to
movie at
bed.
that point.
Oh,
I did the longest of blinks there.
that's fine. That's a good blink. You know what? These kids ignore him. And then his wife doesn't want him to do. And he's just like, you know what? Oh, my pager's going off. What's this? Oh, I got to make a phone call. What's that? Something you've never seen has been brought into the hospital.
Well, it's not an emergency, but like maybe you
It's
should
an
come look at it
emergency,
anyway.
you say. Oh, no. Okay. You hear that, kids? You hear that, lizard tongue wife? I gotta
Daddy
go.
the hero
I-
has to go save the day, you fucking losers.
Sorry, kids. Dr. Dad has to go.
Okay, now listen to me, Dan.
Someone else needs a mustache
Are you
ride.
listening to me? Saturday morning, 10:30. You're picking him up, right? No excuses this time, right? Right?
Yeah, dog.
I promise.
For sure. For real. I'm not crossing my fingers behind my back.
I'm not gonna go off and stay in some hotel with some young chick who I'm, getting that funeral bang on,
You promise?
Not what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I promise.
This is another one of your promises, is it, Dan?
No, I'm for realsies. What are the odds of that exact specific thing happening?
About as
Pretty
good as you
slim.
having a 6-pack before 9 a.m., Dan.
Hey, I wake up with
That's
this
100%,
6-pack. I go to bed
you
with this
fork
6-pack.
tongue bitch.
You know I can't do
You-
surgery without a little buzz. Takes the edge off. You don't want me to go in there fucking shaking.
Now,
You're gonna get someone killed.
Yeah.
why did they
That'd be
need him
great.
to come back to the hospital? Because the Mr.
The other doctor's gone or something.
Call him back! I've been working here nonstop for 4 weeks.
I've done a double. And the book, it even goes on to express how they're letting him go off and take a nap, like the one nurse lady, and she's like, oh, he works so hard and he really needs time at that house with those kids. Like he should really,
Lady.
she's trying to get the family back together.
That's great, lady. Then call the other doctor who hasn't been doing that. Call his ass back.
Yeah, don't call me. I am a good father. No, you're right. It's an emergency though. I gotta go.
I
Thanks for
get my
calling.
kid gas
Thank
station Halloween masks.
That's the only place that was open, Ryan. We've all been there. You're coming home. You haven't seen your kids in 2 weeks because fuck them.
We've all been
Well,
there.
I gotta smooth that over. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's midnight. The only place I know that's open is the place where I get my booze. Can I get them booze? No, Mom probably won't like that.
Probably
But you know
won't.
what?
Yeah.
I can get them some of these Jello. Nope, that still has alcohol in it. Hey, you got any weird masks behind your counter?
Sure
Just
do.
this
Kids wearing the
Michael
ma-
Myers one.
And a ball gag.
Well, can't
A
do
ball
that.
gag.
Well, I'll take them both.
I'll put
I think they
I'll
can-
put the ball gag in my trunk next to my zip ties.
Yeah, and my
I mean,
5-gallon bucket of lube.
the old man they brought in, there's nothing really. Dr. Chalice doesn't really do anything for him. Why is he? Why did he have to come in?
Well, he didn't die while Dr. Chalice was looking at him.
That's very important. And you know what? The Silver Shamrock commercial can wake you up from a coma,
Oh,
apparently.
Silver Shamrock.
I mean, we can all agree the London Bridge is falling down tune is horrible.
Now, every time I hear, even in China, they'll have trucks playing London Bridge songs, but that's not what I hear. I hear Silver Shamrock.
Oh, no.
Every time.
Oh, no. What does London Bridge is falling down sound like in Chinese, though?
Silver Shamrock.
Silver Shamrock.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before. One time I was watching a Chinese, it's like a true crime news report, and they were doing a reenactment of someone stalking a woman into her apartment, and all of a sudden I just hear dun 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 dun. And
Can they do that?
I don't think. I mean,
I don't think they could do that.
China
Call
don't
John.
care.
and it was longer than 10 seconds.
Call
China
John.
don't care.
I'm just like, I know what you've done, and I approve.
What if they did it on one of their prominent Chinese instruments, though? Then does it count then?
That would have been amazing. I'll let you know.
Like one of those little city things? Is that Chinese?
You know what? When we come back for Halloween 4, when Michael returns, I'll let you know if I found it.
He's coming back?
No, this is the last Halloween movie, Daniel, because it's perfect. You know why? Because I watched Dr. Chalice taking a nap with food in his mouth, and he doesn't choke to death. Now that is a
Wait,
skill.
he had food in his mouth?
Yeah, he was chewing on something, and then he just went to bed without swallowing.
Guys, I guess you guys
mustache
have
holds
never
it.
been that tired where you've done that.
I don't.
I've
Maybe
done
I'll
that.
fall asleep with a plate in my lap, but not with food in
I
my
did that.
mouth.
I've done that
I've
once.
fallen asleep with a full
That's
cake
happened to
on my
me
tummy.
one time.
Like I could see
Couple
that
of
as
bear
possibly
claws on
having
both
happened.
sides of me, so when I turn, I can just nibble each one. Uh-oh. Kenny, you know what's coming? Black gloves. I see them.
Man in Black.
Here come.
or
I'm going to
man
room
in a suit.
13. Now, is that how you're supposed to do a nose job? I thought it was different.
That's an interesting way to choose to kill someone.
Like, just got your nose?
I got your nose.
It's like, hey, I saw this really cool werewolf transformation in a movie once. You want to see what it kind of looked like when it was starting? It was like that. Oh, shit.
If they could effortlessly pull
sorry.
someone's head off, why didn't they just do that?
No, that's not. Well, okay, so street trash, they pull their heads off.
Oh, weak bones.
That's a good movie.
Weak bones. Yeah, it is. However,
gotta get that Viper.
I guess for their special clients, the ones who actually sell their masks.
You want to get like that nose?
They want to
like
this is how
God.
we got the witch's nose. We did
Yes.
this. They're showing them. They're giving. They're behind the scenes magic, Daniel.
They do talk about they made the masks off of molds of other people's faces that they heavily fucked around with. Was that in the movie or the book, though?
Book.
You don't even know. You went to sleep for half the movie.
No, I didn't sleep for half the movie.
So
I long blinked for half the movie.
Is this
Just
robot-
like Dr. Chalice is a good dad.
He's a
This
great
robot
dad.
washing its hands, wiping its hands on the curtain just to be a dick robot? Or is it trying to, like, hide?
It's not a
Well,
dick robot, Ryan.
He had
That's
We've
dick.
yet
true,
to watch
Daniel.
a movie. I would like to see a dick robot. Does anyone link me any of those?
If you're listening to this and you could send us a GIF or a picture of a dick
Or
robot.
an Amazon link, maybe? I don't know.
Or he wants to purchase one. Yeah,
Well, no, I just want
Wholesale. We just wanna
to
see
read
what the options are in this today's.
You know, I mean,
see what the reviews are. See if they got some of the
Daniel
old people
feels like the world
reviews.
is just passing him by sometimes. And
Sometimes he wants it to cram in his ass.
is
not
it
just my ass.
is it Zoolander where they take a shower in gasoline?
Yeah,
Yeah.
freak gasoline fight accident. It could happen to anyone.
It owes this movie some money, man, because that's what the robot does.
He's like, you know what? Mission accomplished. Hey, that guy's slowly walking towards me. I'm in my car. There's no way I can get away. Gas, 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 gas. Fire, boom, explosion. Yep, got away with it.
Well, here's the thing, Kenny. If you get away, that means people are going to go looking for you. If you just
Yeah.
die, no one's looking for you anymore.
I mean, that's fair. People be looking for you, but it's like, this is 1982. He's far enough away. If he just drives away, what are you going to say? Hey, he's in the car. There's 5 cars. Okay, so there's no technology. Like, he can't. Oh, I didn't get the plate number. It's far away, and it was dark out. They don't have plate lights back then. Like, I'm looking for a white guy in a suit. We're all white guys in a suit around here. There's one black guy here, and he's in the hospital still. Well, he just dipped out earlier, but it wasn't the black guy.
Was
Why
it,
would
though?
he come? Why would he bring the guy?
That's why
in
he
here?
left early, because he knew he was going to get blamed. So he is like, nope.
Nope.
Cochran calls his wife to say, "Hey,
You're a bitch.
you're a bitch, and
He does this every Friday.
and I'm not picking up the kids." And she's like, "Someone blew up today."
I've watched someone.
What's that got to do with the kids?
I don't. That's what I
Immolate
would say as well.
themselves.
Then you'll be like, "Well, that sounds like a great thing to talk to them about." So that
Tell
I'm
them
not
about it. They love explosions.
whatever. Sunday the 24th. Next morning, the car is still smoking. That's one
Wait.
hell of a fire. What's up?
How many days to Halloween at this point then?
It's 12.
Is it 7?
No, it's 12.
More days till Halloween.
24,
12 more
25,
days to
26, 27,
Halloween.
28, 29,
Yeah,
30,
keep counting,
31.
12.
Yeah, that's 7.
I did specifically say we don't do math over here.
That's
so
why I
this tracks.
used my fingers.
You could have used mine. I would have helped. It's
So
a
it's
bold move,
So it's
though.
not 12.
At one point it was, but now it's not. Now it's 99.
Now, this could have been my sleepiness, but I feel like the first time you hear the song, they say 4 more days to Halloween.
Later they will.
Well,
I know they
Yeah, they
do
will.
later, but I feel like the first time you hear it, it's not the right number.
it's not 8.
I feel like, but that could just be me.
Well, I mean, that it woke the other guy up too from his sleep, so you were both kind of sleepy, but at least you heard the song. You get the point, though. Halloween's fucking coming, and hell's coming with it. You hear?
Yarp.
Hey, who's this hottie who's come in to identify the body? I'm Dr. Chalice's inner monologue. Hey, who's fresh meat walking? Who's 2 legs
Okay, well,
over here?
in his defense,
Who's not my wife?
he
Walking-
doesn't pursue
over
her.
here.
She goes to the bar to find him.
That's what you think, Daniel.
And that's what happened.
No.
Or do you think he told the nurse, like, hey, if anyone else other than the hottie asks where I'm at, if the hottie asks where I'm at the bar. If my wife asks where I'm at, I'm on the way home.
I think
To the
the
bar.
scene
the
where
bar.
they're in the room with the body and she comes in and he looks at her. He's already thinking, I'd hit that. How do I hit that? What do I got to do to hit that?
But he doesn't do anything.
in his
You
monologue
can think
in
whatever
the
you want,
book-
you know, he doesn't do anything.
Right. He does. In the book, his whole internal monologue when it comes to her is like, I should go try to comfort her, but that probably isn't appropriate. I don't know. I guess I'll go to the bar. And then she shows up at the bar, and he's like,
Well,
she's hot.
Kenny, don't forget, he also went to the funeral in the book.
Oh, the
He did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks for showing up at the funeral, but I stayed back and didn't say anything.
I didn't say it, but
like, yeah.
we locked eyes so that you knew I
looked at
showed up.
you.
Okay, and I'm
You
going to
looked
walk
at
into the
me.
bar because I got to go pick up my kids later. I need some fuel. You know, it's a special occasion.
He asks for a drink or thinks about a drink so fucking much in the book. He is an alcoholic in the book. Clear as day.
I'm gonna pick up my kids in a little while. We're gonna go bowling. Then we're going to the fun factory. 150 video games in a relatively small room.
Maybe we'll play a game of, maybe we'll have a Twister.
Jesus, you're exquisite. You're so hot. Oh my God.
You're saying that's all out loud. You know
my
that,
God.
right?
I gotta relax. I've been out of the game for 20 minutes.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Did you,
God.
you know, I hit on everyone at the hospital. I'll hit on that old nurse Agnes. I slapped her on the ass.
Slapped her on the ass.
I totally got with the redhead forensic tech. Yeah, we banged.
Had to.
I had to. She was there.
Like,
Oh.
hey, whoa, you know what? She came to the bar to talk to me. So I'm not overstepping my bounds. If she wants a mustache ride in her moment of sadness, who am I
In her
to
moment
say
of vulnerability.
no?
Who am
Well,
I?
I
Who
mean,
would
it
I
would
be?
It'd be rude to say, no, you cannot.
Yeah, like she needs comforting. I grew this to comfort women and to emasculate men.
Yeah, what other purpose does a mustache have other than to
None.
make Daniel feel bad and women feel good?
I only
Friday.
accomplished one of the two with mine.
Friday the 29th. These
You make me feel
timestamps are
bad? Is
very
that
helpful.
Make you feel bad.
Did it make Daniel feel bad? Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't satisfy women.
Hey, you what were the last words of my father? What was he talking about?
Oh, he said you were real tight, dog. Real
You
dope.
wasted my time. You're a bad liar.
Also, she calls her dad Papa. She calls
Papa?
him Father. Calls him like she's just rotating
Daddy-o.
through. Just pick one. Dad, Father.
Peepaw.
Pick one. Peepaw.
Can I just read you one of his rants in the book, Daniel? Because I think you'll enjoy
Oh
this.
my God.
One of his drunken rants. Are you
It's like
prepared?
me in 20 years.
Are you ready?
Technically, they're all drunken rants, but
Okay. I say this is what's dangerous. Animals in space. Big Bird. Scrubbing bubbles fighting the dirt monster. Nobody gets hurt no matter what. We're afraid to let them grow up. At least that's the way it seems to me. What do you think's gonna happen the first time somebody takes a swing, tries to mug him in the bathroom at a Chuck E. Cheese's? Their super friends with superpowers won't be enough. And they'll get their little asses kicked around the block, or worse.
What the fuck are you?
I just
Sir,
asked
this
if you
is
wanted
a Wendy's.
leaded or unleaded.
right. This was it was in response to some guy mentioning like, oh, this shit shouldn't be on the news or something like that. It's
Yeah,
like kids
yeah.
will see this.
It's at the bar.
Because you know
Yeah.
kids watch the news. They love it.
But it's the 80s now. You got 3 channels and they're all news. You get cartoons one morning out of the week.
Well,
and
they
that's
should
daddy's
change that.
time.
They should just change that.
They should make a whole network of it.
Hold on.
Like a Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
What's his daughter's name? It is.
He doesn't
Ellie.
know. Why the fuck should we know?
Ellie.
Well,
it's
actually,
Ellie.
he wanted to name them girl and boy just so he wouldn't get confused on which was which.
And you don't say the wrong name accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got that.
Did you say Ellie?
It's Ellie.
I don't think it's Ellie unless there's multiple Ellies.
There's one Ellie. Ellie
Ellie Grimbridge?
Grimbridge. Yeah,
Isn't that
Why would her
the-
last name be?
that's her father's last name.
You were I thought you were asking who Chalice's daughter.
That's what I
name
thought
is.
you were asking
sorry.
Oh,
No.
Jesus
no.
Christ.
Oh, why?
I'm just like, why wouldn't it?
Because that's why he's such an alcoholic. He's not even.
Because even Linda still has her name as Chalice. I was like, wait, she changed the kid's name?
Yeah, it's out of spite.
some random.
He's right. She
Okay.
is a lizard person, just doing terrible things to him.
Yes, Ellie.
Ellie. So she's like, something happened to my pop. You wanna help me? And he's like, I'm supposed to pick up yeah, I do. Yeah, let's do that. But first, let me make a phone call. Hi, Linda. Daniel, can you play the part of Linda, please?
Hey, so you coming to get these little shits or what?
Oh, I've got a I got a doctor's conference. It just came up. I gotta do that.
Okay, what hotel are you gonna be staying at for that?
I actually don't remember. Hold on, I'm totally not taking one of the beers out of the 6-pack and popping it right now. Pop. That's not the sound you heard. Gunk, gunk, gunk. I don't remember.
So you're gonna be back for the kids.
Just put it on my credit card, Linda. Jesus Christ.
You're always hounding him, Linda.
And then she did like a snake like that.
What do you want to check? Hold on, I'm writing a check right now, Linda. You know I am.
Never should have married a Slytherin. Hufflepuffs and Slytherins don't get along.
Oh my God. Chalice. He's great.
He is?
Inspiration
He's
to us all.
Great dad. Like, what? I want to care about these kids, but like, my
I don't.
ex-wife won't let me.
I just
She
don't
won't let me. She poisons them against me. You know, what am I supposed to do? I can't take. She takes all my money, so then she gives them whatever they want. And who am I to say that they shouldn't be spoiled? But then, like, that ain't no way to raise them. It's your day with them. I'm busy.
I got a thing just happened.
Something just happened.
I'm
going
drunk.
on a quest. You know I love Murder, She Wrote, and I'm going to go beyond one.
All right, they need to
do it.
remake this with Rick. That's just how it needs to be.
Either Rick or with Muppets. Either or.
Or Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito could be Cochran.
I'm not even saying Frank. I'm just saying Danny DeVito.
Just Danny
They're the
DeVito.
same person at this point.
Oh my God, if he grew that mustache.
1-to-1. So, okay. Turns out this guy, nose job pop, he had a store. So we're going to go to the store. What do we find out at the store? That he had got an order of masks? Is that right?
I always write down where I'm going.
You ever know when your children might show up? Some of us care about our children.
This is true.
I hate my kids.
Yeah, you do. Oh, okay, but Pop, first off, this store, though.
Peepo.
all right, Peepo is so fucking popular. We get kids rolling up on bikes, be like, hey, where's old fuck? And it's like, oh, he's not here right now. Store's closed. Well, when's it going to be open again? We don't know. Well, tell old fuck to come back. We need him. Like, damn, he's really had a profound effect on these kids. And it just makes what's-her-face so sad. Ellie, so sad. So, you know, Chalice, he's like, go away, kid. I'm trying to get laid here. Like, you're ruining the vibe.
You're fucking vibe assassin.
Before you
Get
go,
out of here.
before you go, you want a beer?
Wait. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I shouldn't ask a kid if they want a beer. Do you have a beer?
Can you give me a beer?
Can you give me a beer?
Because these aren't gonna last me. I'm gonna need some more.
These were like road
I'm gonna have
beers,
to
and I
drive
think
after
we're
I
driving
leave here.
These are
further.
my
I
road
can't do
beers.
that without some more fuel.
I'm gonna need some when I get off the road.
I'm not driving, kid. Don't look at me. She is driving.
The beer
I'm
is
gonna have a little
driving.
nap.
That's why we need it.
We need it.
Daniel, I want to tell you a story about a bird in a cage, Daniel. Can I tell you a story about a bird in a cage?
I guess. I mean, I'd prefer if you didn't.
This
but
is
I can't
Ellie's
really
story
stop
about a
you.
bird in a cage that she says as they're driving away. Oh, fun fact. But as they leave the store and the car drives off, because of the location, they're driving in the direction of the church from the fog.
Ooh.
It's right over
Wow,
there.
what a fun fact that was, everyone.
The fog was filmed before this movie, Daniel. Did you know that?
Oh,
Did
man.
you?
Another fun fact. You know what else was filmed before this one? Halloween.
Which one?
And?
Halloween 2.
Yeah. Probably some Friday the 13th as well.
At least 2. Probably 3. They were cranking those out every 6 months, it felt like, for a second there. Yeah, so we find out, okay, you want to go on a quest? I want to go on a quest. Dad went over to this weird little town.
Yeah, but their quests are different because his quest is to get in her pants and her quest is to like find out what happened to her dad.
And it's really hard to
would
do
think
that when
they're
you've got both
different.
fists around a can of beer because it doesn't really...
Ellie, you're gonna have to drive because I can't really drive
Or
like this.
better
I
yet-
don't have. How am I gonna hold my beers?
You be a good co-pilot. You help me shotgun this. You hold it. I'll put my fingers in your pants. It's gonna be fun.
Ellie,
Daniel,
take the keys out of the ignition while we're driving because I need them to stab the beer.
Kenny, this is very important, Daniel, in the book. It's very important because it has a payoff.
Kenny Daniel.
Kenny Daniel. Ellie had a bird and she had it in a cage. And when she was 6, she decided, you know what? The bird looks so sad. The bird wouldn't
It won't sing.
It won't sing. And so she took it out of the cage and she threw it into the sky. Just like that, Daniel, and it flew away. And you know what happened? Her daddy beat her.
Beat her ass.
And you know what, Daniel?
She never got over it.
Child never forgives a beating, like a cat doesn't.
Who's beating cats?
I don't know.
And if she was smart enough, she would have realized to just like stab the bird's eyes out. Then it would think it was always
Was this in the movie?
time to sing.
Nah, these are beautiful things in the book.
But didn't they blind the birds in Sweeney Todd or some shit?
They
to make it sing all
blinded
time?
the birds in Sweeney Todd.
That's fucked up. Sweeney Todd.
All right,
That's not what I'm gonna do.
Let's go to Santa Mira, California, headquarters of the Silver Shamrock.
Now that's
Oh.
Some bodies might be snatched.
Some bodies.
From?
This is where it happened.
Where are they from? People?
Which people? The Celtics?
Yeah, sure.
The Celtland.
No,
The Druids?
where's the doctor from?
Northern
Like
California.
originally, like where was he born?
Okay.
Like maybe he relocated there.
I'm just trying to figure out how long of a drive this is.
It was a couple hours.
It's a couple hours. Enough
Long
they're
enough
going to
for him
need a
to
pit
sleep.
stop to refuel.
For more beer, obviously.
I'm out of road beers. We haven't even left yet.
Well,
I know.
I'm out.
I will say, the scenes of them driving to Santa Mira, I was starting to get like Manos Hand of Fate vibes a little bit, and I'm like, this is ooh boy. But at least it's in widescreen, okay?
No one had backward knees.
This is well, not that we saw it. Now, have you ever been to a town this small where their idea of acting natural, the townsfolk, is to just stare at you through their windows as you walk by?
I grew up with part of my childhood in a village, so yes.
But you were local.
Yeah, so, and
They
I can
still
tell
stared?
you when people from not there drive by, everyone just stops and stares because it's like everyone's fucking car, so it's like, who the fuck is that? Oh, they're pulling up to Reggie's house. Oh, they're buying drugs. I told you, in that village, there is a house. I didn't live there at this point. But my grandparents still did. There was a house where there was a domestic dispute, and the wife called the cops on the husband. And the cops show up at the house there and proceed to find his meth lab. And then they found her meth lab.
Wait, they have dueling
And then
meth
they
labs?
found their son's meth lab. They each had their own individual.
well, everybody's
meth
got their
lab
own
in
recipe,
the
you
house.
know. The son
I
added
don't-
cayenne pepper to his to really spice it up.
Right? That's what I never got from hearing that.
If
was
only they
how
have
do
joined forces
identify-
together with each other.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Well,
no,
how-
they didn't work well together. You know.
Well,
Did they
that's-
put name tags on each of them? Like, how did they know? Because, like, okay, you
Well,
can
this
believe
is-
they did this.
it's the husband's corner, wife's
husband's
corner, and son's basement.
You can tell by the decorations.
There's a
He's
singing
got-
fish
he's got
above
kiss
that one.
posters.
There's
Right.
a china set over here, and this one just has tissues all over the floor. So
He
Yeah,
nasty.
yeah. So, but it's like if she's dumb enough to call the cops to her house with all that going on
Kenny,
because of a domestic, then
you-
yeah, they're possibly dumb enough to do this.
you said meth was involved.
Yes.
Now, was it possible they weren't just making it?
Yes, it's more
Unlikely.
than
That's cutting in. That's dipping into your money because, like, you know, you're supposed to be selling that.
Was it?
No, I think they were saving money by cooking their meals at home.
You know what? This was
Oh,
they're
that's
actually they were
responsible.
robots, and these are early versions of Cochrane's designs.
If I'm gonna get accosted by a robot, it needs to be the ones from Austin Powers.
You don't like
You guys might
Ellie in
remember
this
what those
movie?
are. Okay, she comes on a little strong.
Well, she's not a robot the whole time.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
And she doesn't have boob guns, which I think are neat, but not practical.
he made an Ellie robot after he captured her.
Which didn't take that long.
I was gonna say how long does it take to make a robot?
Druid.
he's been...
Druids!
It's a small town. They
So-
eyeball the ladies
So
in that
Daniel,
state.
you want to ask what the magic was? The magic was being able to make an Ellie robot in like 2 hours.
I mean,
Magic
what
was
all
in
you
you
just
all
gotta
along.
you just gotta do the head and then put the clothes on it.
I watched so many seasons of Face Off. They have to do a mold of the face, and then they gotta let the mold set, and then they gotta put the latex in and pull that out, and then they gotta do all the coloring on it, and that takes days.
Latex.
Otherwise, it doesn't make
Latex.
sense because why wouldn't
Let's-
the robot just kill him right at the very beginning? So then he's not doing anything to mess with the plans.
It's all about the hunt, man.
She fell in
it's
love.
fun. He's getting... It's the world's biggest prank.
Oh, pranked
and
you,
these
making
robots-
you think you could stop me.
No.
Have you ever watched a movie with a female robot where they didn't fall in love with the male human? They always be falling in love with the male human. The only time they ever flipped it was that Bicentennial Man when the Robin Williams fell in love with that kitty race.
Ex Machina.
Okay, look,
Ghost in the Shell?
that's a good movie though.
Wh-
Ex Machina?
I was like, wait, what'd you say?
Yeah. Ghost in the Shell's good too, but that's a show, that's some movies. But live action movie isn't like the best, but
Didn't
whatever.
see it.
Yeah. But liquid latex. Would you say, let's talk about this. Would you say liquid latex would be a great like filler and like lubricant for all your mechanical parts, or would that cause issues?
That's gonna gunk up your stuff. You need milk
Milk.
Or orange juice.
or
So if
milk.
if you were gonna make a cyborg body type thing, you wouldn't fill it with liquid latex.
I would not.
I would fill it with jism because that's what's going to be in there eventually anyway.
Anyway, were you aware that was supposedly latex that was coming out of these things?
How would I know that?
You wouldn't, Ryan would.
The
movie doesn't
Am I
say it.
stupid? Are you calling me stupid?
Yes. No, the book explicitly says that is latex that is spilling out of them. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
It looked like orange juice.
So yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it just
when
looks like-
latex gets so no, you can't because latex harden. I know, yeah, it's
Not if you keep it hot.
But even if you
so
keep it hot, it's not going to be a lubricant. How hot are they staying?
200.
I'm really burning up now. So many problems with the science in this movie. We got to get past that.
Well, it's
'cause
druid.
It's magic. It's magic science.
It's magic. It's
It's druid.
it's not Frosted Flakes. What's in their butt? It's the
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms. They're full of that's what they should have in their gears. Lucky Charms
Heart stars, horseshoes,
And
rainbows.
hand grenades.
and hand grenades.
Hand grenades. Get your hand grenade cereal, children.
Hey, welcome to the Rose of Shannon Motel. Okay, would you like a room?
Yeah, let's go meet the locals.
Let's meet.
I would love
locals.
a room
Great. We're married, newlyweds.
by
Are we
BT Dub.
newlyweds?
This is my wife.
That was her idea. Let's be clear here. She said that. Chalice did not.
And it
But
was
she's-
not her idea for him to put his arm around her and squeeze her oh so tight. But you know what?
Yeah.
If
She went
he's
with
your
it.
wife, she's your wife. You got to.
I know
Yeah,
you got to put
oh.
your hand like on her upper thigh
Like-
when you're talking to the owner of the Rose Shannon
Oh,
Motel,
yeah,
Daniel.
yeah.
This is
Chalice is over there.
my wife.
He's over there thinking to himself, like, I know we're on this, like, figure out what happened to her father mission and whatnot, but, like, when opportunity knocks, you gotta take advantage of it. Always be playing the game. And that's what he's doing. He is ready to go. Like, I'm gonna get a little squeeze in because you're my wife. That was you opened up the door to that possibility.
Listen, we're gonna go on this road trip. It's gonna be totally chill. I'm not gonna try nothing.
Not
So
gonna
here's the problem with
try
that,
anything.
Daniel.
Smoke some weed.
You didn't burp any beer into her face when you were saying that, so I need you to do another take where you let out an accidental belch because you are quite inebriated all the time.
I'm very charming.
There you go.
Look, it's kind of
This
late.
is my
we can't
wife.
Go,
It's my wife.
Oh, hold
kinda
on.
late.
Let me chew that back.
we can't go
That's
to the
gross.
factory right now. All right, it's gonna be closed.
It's gonna be close.
What if we stay in that motel that guy was telling us about and maybe get a few drinks?
We got to get a few drinks in us
'Cause-
along the way.
That's what he says. He says we can't go to there tonight. It's gonna be closed. That guy said something about a hotel or motel. We go to that motel. We get a few drinks. We get. But hey, you know what? You distract him. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna go look at the ledger because you know what? I bet your dad stayed here too. The only
Okay.
motel in town, and surely he didn't just leave after getting his order. He left.
She doesn't
He stayed.
distract this dude at all.
What do you mean? She walks around and she talks to him, and she's like, "Of
She's
course,
not talking to him. She's
Okay.
not saying anything.
well, he's very happy just to show her this is the room. This is
but
the
she
bathroom.
walks outside.
This is the shower. Yeah, because she doesn't want to hear that shit. He's just doing his own
But he
thing.
keeps going.
He keeps going.
He keeps going.
Have you ever talked to someone or just been around someone, Daniel, who just kept going and going, and you said
Every
nothing?
fucking day. That's my
You ever-
entire existence.
You ever sat in a chair and fallen asleep and while someone had a conversation with you, Daniel? Huh?
You're lucky he's not listening right now, or he'd be really mad.
It's his
He doesn't
time
know.
to shine. It's his time to shine. Wait here, I'll be back. Hey, good news, Kenny. Guess what he found in the ledger?
What do you find?
Her dad was there.
Her dad, or Pop Pop's name. He signed it Pop
shit.
Pop.
Did it? No, he wouldn't sign it Pop Pop.
He signed it Mr. Dad.
Mr. Dad. Not Dr. Dad, because that's someone else.
He's not a doctor.
Right. Well, that doesn't mean you can't say you are.
I'm not sure what his job was.
There's no, if someone on an airplane says, "Is there a doctor on board?" There is not a law that says you can't say you are.
Right. I feel like this is a shower thought that you're having right now, but you're not in the shower. Are you in the shower?
In the.
I mean, I'm hosing down my balls.
But he's got one of those special attachments to do it.
Yeah, you bring the hose in. Okay, yeah. Pop Pop was there.
So, Kenny, I think the timelines here, I get confused between the book and the movie. In the movie, at this point, they haven't gone to the office. But in the book, I think they have, because they talk to someone who, like, goes through their the appointment stuff, and it's like October 21, dinner with Minnie.
Yeah, we got a...
Minnie blanket ship, he stood her up.
That was at the
shop.
Store.
Was that the shop? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Tonight we have to get through meeting our other people coming to the factory. So we get the RV rolls up and a bike launches itself off the front of the RV the first time it breaks and almost takes out Chalice. And so we meet this family who there's no way that bike was that loose.
This is a nightmare family.
An absolute nightmare family. What are their names? Is it the Kupfers? Buddy, Betty, and Little Buddy?
Buddy, little Buddy. There's Buddy and Little Buddy, and then there's Frumpy. And
I guess Betty.
And then we get then there's the woman who drives up who's not with those folks. She's on her own mission, and that actress is Tom Atkins' wife at the time.
The one who plays Marge?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure she really enjoyed him macking on the Ellie Grimbridge.
I'm hoping they did it. I hope they did it like very realistic style. So they have her on the other side of the wall. They got Marge, and then they can just hear the headboard just pounding
away.
And she's like, "Oh, that's interesting. I haven't heard anyone yell action yet."
And why are we doing this at the hotel? Like our hotel.
The studio, this is where I'm starting to think something's going on.
That
goddamn mustache.
I don't know their personalities or anything, but comparing just their on-screen presence there's no way that lady was not intimidated by the chick playing Ellie.
Well, I said wife at the time. Daniel.
I'm his wife in the future.
Daniel, would you feel more comfortable, Daniel, if I, maybe no. I can,
I
can sleep on, there's a chance.
I can sleep on the floor, Daniel. Is that okay? I'll just sleep on the floor?
Well, where do you want to sleep?
Now, that's a dumb question. You know damn well where I want to sleep.
It's good to see she got over the death of her father really fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it was her boyfriend. I mean, it's just her dad. Who gives a fuck?
So, like,
not Dr. Chalice.
This whole time, Chalice is thinking in his head, like, oh man, how can I set up to maybe make a move on her?
How
something
can
like
I
that?
crack this coconut open?
I know. I'll be a gentleman. I'll play it like I'm the good guy. I can be in the car. Oh, can't be in the car. We're supposed to be together.
I can be on the floor. I can get another room. None of that works.
That would be suspicious.
Yeah.
You could just be inside me. Whoa. Oh.
And then he pops back into his head like this whole time she had the power. She was playing me. Like oh man, this is weird. It's so weird being with a lady who actually knows what she wants and is capable. Whenever I let my ex-wife Linda drive, she could only go about 15 minutes away from home before she started prodding and needing help to get anywhere. And here I was able to just sleep in the car. Oh my God, this lady, she's a real go-getter, and she's going to go get her some dick tonight. Mine. That's a dumb...
I was confirmed. I didn't know whose dick it was going to be.
Yeah, that's a dumb question, Miss Grimbridge. You know damn well I would like to sleep in the bed, and you can go sleep in the car.
Yeah, but he ends up sleeping in the chair.
Well,
no.
Have you ever found a really good chair?
No, I haven't.
He's taking a nap in the chair. No. Daniel, have you ever been
What is a nap if not going to sleep, Ryan?
It's your intent.
Intent is, very important.
Okay. Daniel, have you ever been set upon by a family of overweight musketeers?
Every goddamn day, Ryan.
Because I figure out of the three of us, I mean, encounter, sure, but like set upon, I feel like you'd be the most likely because you're the one with the baked goods.
Yeah, the large ones, they like me. Look at that one. Look at him.
If I ever got those cookies from you, I'd open mouth kiss you.
Yeah.
They go to Pound Town.
Oh, eventually, yeah. I'm still on Chalice in his interaction with Buddy and Little Buddy because he's still individually, each was a bit obnoxious, but not without a certain degree of corn-fed charm. Together, they were like an unstoppable force of nature. Like
There is no charm here.
like kudzu and income taxes. And at the moment, Chalice was not up to taking on anything of the kind without a couple of wild turkeys under his belt.
He needs a drink just to talk to these people.
He
He does
well,
say,
yeah.
at one point, he does say, like, oh man, that Buddy, like, he's so, like, confident and, like, knows his role in the family. Like, how does he go away, like, get around being that confident when he's so stupid? Like, it's amazing. Like, I wish I could have that kind of.
I wish I was
like,
that
confidence.
dumb that I could keep my family together.
Yeah, I'm
like,
dumb enough to keep the family together.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we get it, Chalice. You're so smart. Oh, God. Kids suck. Your wife sucks. You're banging that 15-year-old. He doesn't know. He didn't check.
Not until the
He
third time,
asked.
Daniel. Yeah, that was after.
Yeah, when did he ask?
After the first time.
The third time, probably. That's when he's like,
When do you
know,
think the best time to ask is?
when
After
you
you're
first send
married?
your DM.
Yeah,
Whoa, slow down there,
ASL.
doctor.
That's
slow
my opening
down there.
move.
ASL. Do these kids not have aim?
No,
No.
they don't.
Yeah.
Let's get this. Get this.
Dr.
get this.
Chalice has some
They
wild
don't have-
turkey.
They don't have computers.
No, I seen them in the movie. They had
I
them,
saw
and they was
really
making
cool
robots
computers.
with them.
Well, I'm
Now-
saying, but like normal people, they don't have computers.
Ah, you're right. Druids invented computers.
Druids invented computers.
Shit. Yeah, you're
Apple,
right.
Tim Apple, and Hank Microsoft, and Charles IBM. We're all druids.
It was actually Charles IBS to start, and then they realized, like,
Yeah,
let's
that's
stop
no good.
drawing attention to this. Let's
Yeah, change it to an
we'll
M.
keep the IB, make it an M, but now it's like IBM. Like, yeah, so we all.
What is it? What does that stand for? Like International Business
Monkeys.
Monkeys.
Which would be
Because
dope.
that's what. Because at the time, that's what were inside them giant computers was monkeys doing all that math.
Yeah, we don't want them in space. We want them in our computers where they belong.
Yeah, files are
Yeah.
inside the.
In the book, he also doesn't ask until after the first time. But in the movie, he's hinting around like he doesn't want to come out outright say it. Like he's like, wait a second, are you how old? You look. In the book, he's like, how old are you? Like he just comes out and says it, and she gets like offended.
I'm
there was-
older than I look.
That doesn't answer the question.
Riddle me this. Out of the three
Okay.
of us, which one is more likely to get approached by a man whose opening line is, give me a drink, I ain't got no diseases?
Me.
Of course it's you.
Yeah, I don't really drink,
It's al-
so yeah, it's not me.
always me.
So now, if you'll notice in this scene, that bottle was already open.
It was.
Chalice was pre-gaming his walk. You know,
I ain't got no
point A to point
diseases.
B. And he's like, that sounds right. That sounds right to me.
Look, game recognizes game, okay? The homeless guy knows, like, this guy is one malpractice lawsuit away from being me. Okay? He is right. I was a doctor. I had a family. I banged a child.
I hated my kids.
I taunt the cult that runs this town.
Fuck you, Cochran.
Fuck you, Will Dolphin.
Are you sure you want to do that with all those cameras looking at you?
This is gonna be their last Halloween.
I'm gonna get a whole
burn it
crate of
down.
Molotovs.
Oh, because they sell them by the crate.
They
Even
do?
though I couldn't afford my own bottle of drinking liquor, but I can afford fire
Well,
liquor.
he can just breathe into a bottle and that'll light up just fine.
I seen the Gene Simmons do it. Blue fire. I can do that. I'm
Well,
a
he's
dragon. You hear that,
You're
Cochran?
both dragons?
You hear that, Cochran? I'm a blow on your nuts with my fire breath. Your last Halloween, you wouldn't hire me? The only guy in town that you wouldn't hire me? He's just mad Cochran wouldn't give him a job.
I feel like Cochran didn't give anybody in town a job. I think the only people that work there are robots.
Yeah, exactly. But maybe the half the town is robots.
I think everyone we meet is a robot except for Street Trash.
Cochran.
And Cochran, yeah. Everyone else is a robot.
It would have been a good twist if Cochran was a robot, because then you would have been like, whoa, then who made him?
Robots
dude?
making robots?
He made himself. They're adapting. He was a David. He grew up.
He was a David?
Alien, Daniel?
No.
Oh,
No, that's Prometheus, not Alien.
No, I was referring to the last movie we talked about. Screechers or whatever. Screamers. The
Criers?
kid robots.
What was it? Shouters? Yellers?
Yeah,
Yelpers.
Loud noisesers.
Yelpers.
Leave a review. Okay. First off, I love that he does give him, he shares the bottle.
Oh, he's not shellfish.
I mean, he treats this homeless
He's
man
selfish
better
with
than
time,
he
not
treats
with
his
alcohol.
children.
Yeah.
You know what a marine botanist would have done in this situation? He would have fucking broken that bottle over his head and shoved it into his
That's true.
throat.
Oh
That
my
is
God.
true.
Street combing bum.
Where are the crabs when you need them?
Where's my soon-to-be wife? Let's fuck next to his dead body. Come on.
This
Yeah,
trash
I
can
like
looks like
that.
a sand dune.
Now
I like
imagine
the-
that, but with a British accent, because obviously he's British, and we don't
Obviously
do
he's
that. We
British.
don't do accents on this show.
I like to breathe in
Not
his
well.
dying breath when I climax, so it's like he's climaxing with me into you. Where you going?
I'm going to get you some more wild turkey. You just relax. I ain't doing this sober either.
Hey man, can you tell me when you're gonna Molotov the place? Because I got business there, you know? Like, maybe don't say that, all right?
It's okay.
fine.
He's not going to get the chance because Michael Myers is going to rip his head off.
That's not Michael Myers.
Actually, it's Dick Warlock,
So it's second Michael.
who played Michael Myers in Halloween
Hashtag
2.
not my Michael.
Hashtag, oh yeah, who is?
The big wrestler guy from was it Chris Jericho? Who was the
Right.
Kane.
who was the it was Kane?
no, it
Tyler
wasn't Kane.
Maine. It was Tyler Maine.
Tyler Maine? Is that a wrestler?
He's big enough. He probably was at some point in his
Okay, well
life.
not him.
Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. Not him. Okay, good. I'm glad we established. Now that's not
But
his
probably
fault.
not. Yeah, he is a retired wrestler. But Sabretooth.
Oh.
Gold Dust, I think, could have been a good one.
Oh, God, no. I'm here to kill you.
Yeah, but he doesn't say anything. But he's got.
He's
we
doing
have to
things
cut
with
a
emotion.
touching himself.
cut a hole through the mask so he can get his tongue out. That would have been great. All I'm saying is, when Dick Warlock rips that man's head off and the blood squirts out like a fountain, I'm very happy. I'm happy.
That
with
looked
life.
good. I like that. Also, the music in this kind of sucks.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's
think it bops.
shallow and pedantic.
Shallow. I don't know what those words mean.
It sounds like, what does it sound? It's like generic John. It's just generic. Not that. It's just generic John Carpenter.
You're pedantic.
He has a sound, and he uses it, damn it.
Did you like the music more in Halloween or Halloween 2?
Halloween 1.
Ooh, bold choice.
They're all blurring together to me right now, because
They add more instruments in Halloween 2.
Yeah, they add a beat.
I
The first one doesn't have a beat to it.
listened to them all on a playlist while I was doing the reading.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Are you the forensic lady I banged a while ago?
Yeah, that's me. What's up?
Excellent. What can you tell me about the burn guy?
Oh, yeah, they didn't give me body parts or something, dog.
They
This
gave
is
me,
all
like, a cushion.
this is all mechanal shit, you know? Mechanical.
Like, how do we solve any crimes when they can't even find the bodies? They bring me a seat cushion. This isn't the first time they've done this either. They fucking suck.
Oh,
Fucking suck ass.
okay.
Suck ass.
Keep looking, I guess.
I mean,
Okay,
you know.
but you're gonna take me out for dinner?
You know I
Oh.
am. I'm a
Yeah,
man of
I'm
my
good.
word, just like I love my
No.
kids.
No,
It's
you're
like I love
not.
my kids.
I am. I
You're not.
I'm only a social drinker.
ask me.
You're probably
Ask me if I
shacked
even
up with
remember
some
your name.
20-year-old right now.
No, she's 15. I mean, shit. You're good at this investigation thing.
Not my
You
job.
You got me. All right. Well, homeless man at least gets his final drink, right? You know, he
Yeah.
goes out the way he lived, drunk. We make our way back to the motel.
Making my way back downtown to the motel so the lady can play with the mask and then the thing can fall off the mask and then she could pick it up later and then the thing could come on the TV and then no, she was picking at it, wasn't she?
Yeah, after Chalice said, I maybe wouldn't mess with it. Like the button falls off the mask and it's got a chip on the back. And she starts poking at it with like jewelers, like tools or something.
Which she just has. Everyone just has that.
Yeah, and it just lasers her in the face, which is great. Because then her face caves in and then Cider's bugs come out of her face. And like it happens at the same time that Chalice climaxes.
Right.
Ah!
He shoots a laser beam also
Yeah, it happens to the best of us.
from his dick.
And in his opinion, something worse
Like a
crawls
Care
out of
Bear.
Ellie 9 months later.
A baby he hates
A
kids.
baby fucking hates kids. Goddamn. tired of
It's
things
slithered
coming out of all
They
the women I
slither
sleep
out,
with.
Really.
Yeah, and then they attack you for 18 years.
Or if you're me, 24 years.
True, you could always get stuck with a Daniel baby. It could always be worse. Oh, yeah, we hear a scream. We're like, we better go check on that. Hey, her face is gone. There are bugs everywhere. Like, we better call someone. And then, the motel gas station guy shows up. And then some dudes in suits show up. And it's like, hey, don't worry. Like, I already called the best people. They're going to take care of it.
This is like a scene out of Westworld.
It's very Westworld-esque. It's like, yeah, but I'm a doctor. I went in there. She had a seizure. Her face is
yeah,
missing.
but they don't see that.
We're going to take her to the best hospital. It's at the
If
factory.
the person's still alive, do you
factory.
normally cover their face with the sheet as you're taking them out?
See, she was kind of fugly before, so we've just done
No, she wasn't bad.
That's your wife.
That's my wife.
I'm drunk! That was fucked up, Ellie. You want a drink?
You want to fuck?
You want to fuck?
I feel like my wife just died. I know your father just died. Like, we can go again.
But now I'm sad.
Now I'm yeah, now I get to wear the pants. I'm sad.
In the movie, does he see the old guy also in the ambulance in the movie? I forget.
No.
No? Okay. In the book, when they're putting Marge inside, he catches a glimpse of the old guy, and he's like, there's something wrong with his head.
Yeah,
and then he's
it's
like,
not
oh, wait,
attached.
it's not on. And he's like, I think, Ellie, I think something might be going on here.
I'm starting to think something might be going on.
And you know what?
Yeah,
we
yeah.
should investigate it. And
Their
he looks
ancestors
down.
were on the Demeter.
He's like, investigate it, Ellie.
Investigate this.
Are you catching
Ellie?
Are you catching my drift, Ellie?
When they get out of bed to investigate what's going on next door, he puts his pants on so quick. It's impressive.
Oh, he's used to this. No undies.
So is he like, has he manscaped there? He's not worried about catching anything in the zipper?
Or, I don't know. You see butt.
He actually has a mustache down there as well. Like, he shaves it to
Oh,
match
so
the
he's got a
top.
little chalice.
Yeah, it's the Holy Grail. Yeah, they've met Cochran at this point. Like, he popped by during this, say like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna get her
Spare no expense, top men, factory,
we got her.
no problem.
Best care at the factory.
How dare
We
you
take
ask
care
me
of our
questions?
customers.
Have a great night.
Have a great life.
That's okay, because you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to the factory tomorrow.
Oh shit.
You know what? And we're going to meet the lady, and she's going to be like, yeah, this dude, he came here, he got all the masks, and then he left. He just left. Totally left. His
Well,
car
where'd he
is
go,
not
man? We never
in
got the
a
mask.
storage garage around back. It is not. It is gone.
But all right, well, do you want us to refill your order?
No, that's not good.
No. We don't need.
I don't want
need
free
that.
shit.
Yeah, we don't need your charity. And then the Buddy family rolls back up. Hey, they're here. You're here. We're all here. Hey, it's our number one seller. We call him the Big Kid Killer.
I wouldn't buy
financially.
shit from this guy.
Hell no, unless I was a kid. He's gonna have all the cool stuff. Little Buddy looks like he's having a great time. Who sells to kids better than other kids? That's why drug dealers get little dealers to go deal at the schools for them. That's what I call them, little dealers.
That's my rap name, Lil Dealer.
Little dealer? Dealer?
Lil Diddler is my rap name.
Oh no! You know what? Hey,
Don't
you're
ask
our
me
number
about
one
it.
customer. I'm gonna give you a check for like $3,000, $6,000, something like that. Outrageous number for back then. You're our number one seller. I'm confidently gonna give you this check because you're not gonna have time to cash it, which is fantastic.
Thank you, Mr. Cochran. This is the best day of my life. You hear that,
Yeah.
honey? Oh, all my dreams are coming true.
Daddy, when do we go get to see the factory? I want to see how they make the
Shut
masks.
The fuck up.
Chalice, why are you
Chalice,
talking to
don't
my
talk to
kids
my son that way.
That's little Buddy. You can't talk to little Buddy that way,
I mean,
Chalice.
to be fair, in the movie, Ellie is watching little Buddy, and I don't know, whatever the wife's name is, interact, and she's like rolling her eyes and is like, I gotta get out of here. But that's when Cochran comes in to say, you get a car, you get a car, you get a car.
Pretty much. It's like, hey, you guys want to go on the tour too? Also, refilled your order free of cost.
No problem.
Isn't he so great?
Isn't he great?
so great?
Daniel,
He's great.
at some point, Cochran is going to take a call from a Mrs. Blankenship.
No, he's not.
He is. And I need you to remember that name, Mrs. Blankenship. Okay?
That happened in the movie?
It happened in the movie. I think it also happened in the book. Now, I need you to remember this name because it's going to be important in about three movies from now.
So H2O?
No, 6.
The one before that.
There's a Halloween 6?
The Revenge of Michael Myers. No. What was
Return? No, 4 is
Return,
right?
Revenge,
New Hope.
Phantom Menace.
Halloween
Phantom
6.
Menace. I usually stop my watch before that.
That's not what we're gonna do this time.
Unfortunately, I know that.
Hey! So just remember this name, Blankenship. It's gonna be important. Hey, and also, that's my dad's car. Also, I'm Chalice. I'm gonna have another drink. I gotta have another drink.
You got any drinks? Is this a drinking tour?
We're not a fucking brewery, bub.
Be a lot cooler if you were.
Betty. The wife's name is Betty.
Yeah, I said
Isn't
it was
Betty
earlier.
a woman's name?
Yeah, let's do this tour. Let's see Daddy's car. Let's freak out when everyone in the suits who look a lot like the guy who killed your father are standing around. Let's all freak out in front of them.
This is not, you can't just say that everybody in a suit looks the same. That ain't right.
Hey, that ain't right, but that is what it is. The suit makes the man.
Can I
That's what they
interest
always
you
say.
in my storeroom of self-moving obscured? I don't know, what the hell would you call these?
What are you saying?
Oddities.
Oddities.
Fun
There we go.
trinkets.
Fun trinkets. Look, they
'Cause
move.
look-
They're all little robotic and geared like Daniel.
Yeah, before they made
Hint,
those
hint.
3 masks, before they streamlined
This
their
might have been
operation.
a long blink. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, Cochran made his early money inventing these gag gifts and stuff like
Oh,
that.
wait, I remember this. This wasn't a
he's
long blink.
big.
I just didn't
Like,
care.
Went through the Hall of Fame of his gag gifts. But then he made a bold choice, this Cochran, and he stopped doing all that shit that he was known for, and he streamlined it to make 3 masks. Simplify, promote, and then
Diversify.
murder children.
That's right. We simplified, and then we diversified.
They love it. People love diversification. I don't know. Look, Ellie ruins it for everyone. She freaks out in front of everyone, goes running towards her father's car. Suit guys are like, no, ma'am, this is our car. And they're like, you know what? We gotta go. We're gonna go.
Where are you
Let's
going to go?
Back to the motel. We got to pack up.
Yeah,
Even though we don't have anything to pack up.
She had the world's tiniest suitcase, Daniel. You know how hard it is to pack everything she needs in that? She has to fold everything meticulously. Like it has
They
to
didn't
be
bring
exact.
anything.
She brought the biggest fucking strap-on you could fucking imagine that could fit in that suitcase. It folds a few times around. Chalice got destroyed. Okay?
Good for him.
He's going to need a drink after that.
That's why he didn't know it was happening. He passed out.
Well, then that's rape, my friend.
Well, there's a couple things wrong with that intercourse, so...
Now, when they go back to the motel in the book, Chalice does a speak no evil because he knows that they're being watched. He knows about the cameras, and he's like, should I tell Ellie about this? Should I make her? No, that would just...
No.
You know what? She has enough to worry about. Probably
Yeah, she has to
everything
pack.
Not as sinister as it... Oh my God, she's been taken.
They took her. I left her alone in this motel room after I knowed we was being watched and we caused the scene at the place and they know that we're on to them. But I'm going to go ahead and just leave her alone while I go over here. And what was he going to do? Make a phone call?
Okay, so Kenny, in the book, this is where he goes to call his wife. And he's hello, Dan? Where have you been? The children waited all day yesterday and today. And Dr. Chalice, being the classy gentleman he is, says, will you shut the hell up? I'm calling. Never mind where I'm calling from. There isn't much time. Only one more. And then she says, oh, you're drunk again. You were drinking yesterday and you've been drinking all day today. And now you. And he's like,
how do you know?
will you shut the fuck up about all that? I'm trying to tell you something. Blah. It's about the masks. Silver Shamrock. You gotta burn him. No, don't try to burn him. Throw him away. Take him to the sheriff. Yes. And tell him. Sorry. Tell him to get the state police up here, Santa Mira, right now. Do anything, but get them out of the house. Do it. And she's all like, masks? What are you talking about? Oh, the ones I bought. Oh, sure, I get it. Mommy gives them something, and Daddy tries to take it away. The same old crap. It's not enough that you walk out on us, that you stand your children up ever. You fucking bitch! Take him out!
That's not when that phone call happens, though.
When does that phone call happen? It's in
That
chapter
phone
10.
call happens after he escapes the chair and throws the skull mask on the camera and climbs through the vents for a while. That phone call happens with 15 minutes left in the movie.
You fucking bitch! You fool!
He does. He's like, fuck you! No, fuck you! No, fuck you!
Well, you're just jealous that they don't need you anymore and they love me, and you can go to hell.
If they don't need me anymore, why are you always fucking hounding on me to come fucking pick them up? Think
Also,
about
like,
that.
little girl, like, at one point answers the phone and, like, go get mommy. You go get your mother. But daddy, you coming to get us? We're so excited. I think they still need him.
Ooh, maybe that's how it happened in the movie, but in the book, this happens before he goes back to the factory to get Ellie. Because next is when he's going to encounter the moving animatron who's crocheting.
Okay, so they changed when
order,
he tells her to get rid of the mask.
Yeah, it's fine. They don't really try. Do you think they wrote those robots are having their A game? Is that the best they can do? Trying to capture him? Really?
No, I think if they really wanted him dead, they would have killed him in the night in the hotel. Like, they don't, like, they could forcibly move people's bones around with just their hands. If they wanted to walk into that hotel room in the middle of the night while they're porking, they could have. They got cameras everywhere. You tell me they don't have cameras in the hotel rooms?
I will say that the lighting on the motel, when this is going down, the nighttime lighting on this, beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Look, visually, I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, we enjoy everything about this movie. I enjoy everything. I like how Dr. Chalice jumps and dives as cars are coming by and these robots don't see him do it. I love how he ducks down in phone booths and the robots have no idea. I love it. It's great.
He's so crafty.
Even though there's cameras everywhere, they have no idea where he is.
Like, he's gone. Like, Cochrane's like, hold up. He's literally right. You switch to the next room. We have them everywhere. Oh. Well, I'm filled with liquid latex. So, AI doesn't always get it right, dog. You know that. Why you judging me? I'm doing my best. How you made me, Papa.
Papa?
So she's gone, and now Cochrane has to be like, where'd girl go?
Where? Yeah. Also, I think she had the keys to the trunk, and that's where the beer is. So we definitely got to get her now.
We gotta get her now. Or I could pry open the trunk.
Or I could leave,
car.
go back to my family, go back to my kids, or I could maybe bang that woman again. So let's do that.
If I can find her.
If I can find her.
And I can bang her and have the beers.
Maybe. While Cochrane watches. This is the best night ever, I think.
Cochrane,
oh my God, well,
more like Cochrane.
Oh, exactly. So, let's go find Ellie, I guess.
Okay. Ooh, I'm just going to open this. I don't know. What is this? This grate? This little piece of metal over this window and come on in?
It was great.
It was pretty wonderful. Yeah. Ooh, what's behind this door? Oh, this is the world of oddities. Okay. What's behind another door? Hey, lady. What are you doing? What are you doing, old lady?
I'm sewing. Fuck off.
Okay, listen. Can you tell me where they took my sex bot?
Just kidding. I'm a robot.
Oh, don't knock my head off, sir.
Ah!
Don't buy my nuts, sir.
I'm a really special robot from another country. It's gonna be real expensive. He's gonna be real mad if you broke me.
That's okay. Michael
I
Myers
don't think
shows
he was
up.
mad. He was more disappointed.
That's true. Now, Daniel, we get the frozen orange juice.
Frozen orange juice.
So the Michael Dick Warlock, as he's fighting Dick Warlock, and he punches him on the inside.
First of all, what a name, right?
And
What
then
a name.
he pulls out the wires, and he's got that fluid coming out of his mouth and stuff. That's frozen orange juice.
It wasn't frozen though.
It was when
milk?
it was first put in there.
They put it in Dick Warlock.
Dr. Chalice had been drinking, Daniel. I don't know if you can believe that or not.
Unbelievable.
He is, like all men,
Inconceivable.
drunk all the time and doesn't always make the best decision.
And he goes into a stupor after murdering Dick.
I mean,
He's having an episode.
We all have our moments after murdering Dick.
Where you just stare blankly as people like shuffle you around.
You contemplate life. Why do I do this? Because I'm lonely.
okay. Cochrane shows up and he's all like, well, didn't take you long to get here.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
I mean, I'm glad you're here because I have just been looking to talk to anybody about what's going on here. I mean,
I'm surrounded by fucking robots.
They're programmed to respond the same thing.
Okay, Kenny, I see your face. Not fucking robots.
Well,
but fucking robot. You understand? You're still making the face.
You think Cochran didn't make a couple?
Oh,
Look,
well, I mean,
everyone, you fuck a couple eggs making an omelet. Everybody knows that.
I don't think that's true, but
Maybe.
Can I interest you in viewing
Who
the
washes the robots?
final processing? Would you like to know what's going on?
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm
Honestly,
here.
I don't really care.
Stonehenge, where the demons
Oh,
dwell.
shit, yeah.
Where the
Hell
fairies
yeah.
dance and they do it well.
Hey, Cochran's doing a fucking guitar solo.
Daniel, I was talking to Kenny about the lighting at the motel, and the lighting in this laboratory, it is so...
why are you telling me? I was here.
I know,
heard all
it's
that.
no, it's so good because foreground and background, they're both in focus. There are areas of darkness, like shadows. The camera is moving, doing a panning shot through the set. This takes so much time and preparation.
Why do I, the viewer, give a shit?
You haven't watched Halloween 5 yet, Daniel. So you're gonna be like Dean Cundy, cinematographer, Dean Cundy. God damn it, man. You're an artist. And then you're gonna watch some other movies and go, wow, not an artist.
I mean, he has seen the Shape movies.
Yeah,
Can I interest you in a little home movie I have called The Melting Kid?
sure. What's it about?
Look, we
Wonderful.
I'll do a
snakes.
I'll do a synopsis. I forgot.
got that buddy family. You know, the Kupfers. We got them in a room. All right.
What's the last name?
Kupfer.
That's not a name.
Well, we got them in a room. We told Big Buddy that, hey, we need his input on some commercials as our top seller.
Uh-huh.
And so we're just gonna play him over there because if he leaves, they're gonna survive and they're gonna cash that check. And we cannot.
That
have
will
that.
bankrupt us.
That will ruin the world tour. Okay, so we cannot do. So we've got them in a room, and we gave little dipshit there, little buddy, a final product mask that's gone through the final process. We gave him one. He's gonna be wearing it. We're gonna play The Thing on the TV.
Wait, you were playing The Thing?
Yeah, it's a John Carpenter movie. It's pretty good. And we're gonna melt his fucking face off in front of his family. Then you'll see what's gonna happen when I melt all these kids' faces off in the whole world, and a few adults who will be wearing the masks.
You just got to include yourself in that.
Yeah.
You know, a few adults. There's gonna be some. Actually, that's probably more than a few. It's probably a lot because I imagine a lot of adults
They're going to be sitting there, eating their kids' Halloween candy in front of the TV.
I'm not a child.
Singing, da 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 da.
You're telling me.
Screaming at their kids to go to bed.
First off, they sold these masks to go with the movie as a promotion. You're telling me that you wouldn't have gone to the theaters to watch this movie with me in one of those masks?
I was jizzing a pair of balls at this point, so no.
Yeah, but if we had the opportunity.
It's all about the implication, Daniel. I mean, yeah, of course, I'm going to go. In fact, as soon as we're done, I'm going to go on Taobao and see if I can find them.
Oh, did you know they're a real thing or no?
I know they're a real thing. It just never occurred to me to look until just
We've
this
all
moment.
been there. We've all been there, just like the female orgasm.
This is the first time in my life where I've had what we call disposable income and like
what's that like?
The internet.
Yeah, sure.
So
prop up your country. We're over here fucking broke as shit.
Ryan's out there living the American dream in China.
Big China. This asshole. To be clear though, I still wouldn't have died because 5 minutes into the movie wearing the mask, I'm getting hot, so the mask is coming off my head.
Oh, I thought your shirt.
What
first
movie?
is your
What are you
shirt,
talking
and then
about?
it's your pants.
Well, you get comfy at the movie theaters. We come here for stories and magic happens and whatever else Nicole Kidman says. And sometimes you can't make magic with your pants on. Think about it.
That sounds like a Dr. Chalice line to me if I ever heard one.
So Chalice has now witnessed the terror of what these masks is gonna do firsthand. He had a feeling after seeing his wife get her face melted. And now we've been told the story of Stonehenge, never really given the logistics of how they made that happen or how nobody's been like, hey, part of Stonehenge is missing. I counted 7 stones
they
there.
know it's a news story at the start of the movie.
Yeah, but like I feel like it should be a bigger news story.
Kenny, a magician.
who gives a shit? It's
does
just
not
a rock.
reveal his secrets.
Huh.
Which means I don't have to explain how any of this works.
That's writers.
I can explain how it works. It's a magic
tricks.
rock. You build little circuit boards out of magic rock. Boom. Magic face melt. You're welcome.
Then you gotta fight the Ender Dragon.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, every time. Well, oh shit, man. You got me in a real bind here, Cochran, because I mean my kids got these masks and I gotta act like I like them. You still took my fuckbot. Like, where is she? Oh, she's just asleep in another room? Or no, she's just weirdly staring at the ceiling, not reacting. Maybe that's suspicious.
Well, first
what?
he shows her a channel, and I think she's like on a metal bed, and then later he sees her and she's like just staring off into space. You know, it's fine.
Yeah,
She's alive. That's what matters. She doesn't have bugs and twigs and leaves coming out of her eyeballs.
right.
No, she's got mechanical parts, levers, circuits,
She's flowing with silicone.
gears.
Latex.
He leans
She's got
over to
latex in her
Cochran and he
veins.
says, you know, honestly, she didn't even move that much last night, so this tracks.
Well, you were drunk.
Are you drunk, Chalice? Why the hell would you say that?
How are you still drunk? You've been tied up for hours. Oh yeah, I got out of this a while ago. I've just been sitting in the chair drinking.
So, like, the alcohol, like, I perspirate more than the average man. So
I
it allows me
slithered
I just
right out of these.
slide
I
right
actually
out of
lost
it.
both my feet to alcohol, so they're actually not my feet, and I store booze in them. So if you
Whose
see,
feet are they?
I just unscrew it like this, and I pop the toes off. But what I do is I take those little hotel little wine bottles and I stick them in there, and then I walk out with them. So you got any more?
Hey,
It's perfect crime.
here, I got another foot over here. You want to do a toe?
You want to do it too? Let me get it. So yep,
A toast.
here we go.
Yeah. Actually, what happened is I am on less of the alcohol that I usually am, so the swelling has gone down in my wrists and my ankles, and these ropes just fell right off. Can you believe it?
I'm very sweaty though.
I am very sweaty. I could use some water,
I am very
Or-
dehydrated.
vodka.
Water
it's
or
clear.
vodka? You
Can we
pick.
do vodka ice? Because then I can just get more vodka.
And I can just
Yeah.
kind of slurp on that.
I could
Just have
slurp
that
it down.
moving around in my mouth while I'm talking
I'm
to
a
you now.
doctor.
Oh my God, you talk too much, Dr. Chalice. Here, I'm putting this Halloween mask on you. Now you're
No,
gonna.
I don't
No!
want that one. I brought my own.
I wanted the witch.
I wanted the witch.
You get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
You rhyme too much, Cochran, and that'll be your downfall. Shit. All right, so now he's tied to a chair with a mask on. He's going to be there until the broadcast happens because we're going to sacrifice him too because it's all about sacrifices to the druid.
For
Is
what?
the old ways. For
the
what? He doesn't
old
say we're going to
ways.
get powered out of it. He doesn't say, like,
Who's
I'll be
we?
rewarded somehow. Just him. The rest of them are robots.
Daniel, how old do you think
Huh?
Cochrane is?
233 years old. Is
Okay.
that right?
I don't know.
He looks really old, but
You
in those
asking me a
days,
question
I'm
you
going to
don't know
say
the
he's
answer?
38.
In the audio commentary, the director refers to him as a warlock at the very end.
I mean, you can just say whatever bullshit you want.
That's what I said too. He was kind of just riffing at that point, right? Because he acknowledges there's some problems with the movie.
Oh, there are there?
Tommy Lee Wallace acknowledges there might be some issues with,
He might be a
There might
vampire.
be some
Maybe he's a
issues.
Dracula. I don't fucking know.
you know,
I based the doctor character on me. I'm drunk right now.
witchcraft.
Druid craft.
Gotta love druids. They love you.
How does he get that mask off his face in the movie?
Well, how does he get out of it? I think he just like shimmies around until stuff starts to fall off, and then somehow he miraculously tosses the mask up onto the camera in the corner of the room while I think he's still tied to the chair.
He kicks the TV,
Yeah, in the book,
which
I
is a
prefer the-
crime
I prefer
against
the
all
book way.
TVs.
'Cause Daniel, in the book, he's kept the silver
I don't care about
shamrock.
the book.
You do. It's pretty good. The silver shamrock little
Coin from earlier.
from Marge. He took it, okay? Or maybe he took one from the factory. Anyway, he has it. And so he gets that out of his pocket while his hands are bound, and he's able to flick it at the TV. The TV explodes, and it sends him backwards, and he's somehow
He gets
able
blown to safety.
he gets blown to something sharp, and he's able to like cut his bindings, and then he's able to take off the mask and then throw it onto the surveillance camera, which I guess just ignored the fact that the TV exploded. These robots aren't good at their job, Daniel.
Well, they're
not.
programmed like they're not programmed to
Well, once again, it's a classic case of the villain being like, I finally got the one person who's trying to stop this in my hands, and I know I've just killed everyone else instantly, but with you, I'm going to go sit you in a chair in another room while I do my dastardly deeds, because that's going to eat you
Well,
up inside.
he's probably super sleepy, Because I imagine he's been up like the whole week just prepping for the big day. He hasn't slept at all. And he's starting to make mistakes.
It is the big day. We've all been there.
He gets out. He gets Ellie. They get back down to the laboratory. They're still working on the big rock. And they're like, don't look at us. Don't notice the giant, like, moving mass.
He worms across the floor.
Don't.
He walks with a Carta mask. And
nothing to see
right
here.
in front of him. It's metal. He Metal Gear Solids around. He does a cardboard box right up behind him. There's in this big warehouse in the middle, there's this circle of computers where they're all standing. And he's somehow weaving in between these little stations where they're all standing and then doing some button presses.
Well, these are computer robots. These robots, they're designed to just look at the computer and push the computer buttons. They're not designed to detect a solid snake slithering across the floor.
Fill the hole filler. That's their job.
They're on, okay, what do we do? We're on the ground floor, and in the movie, we're on the ground floor. We'll do the book in a second, because I prefer the book to this one.
I was going to say that mass toss on the camera, they actually did that, but it took them like 25 fucking takes to do, of Tom Atkins trying to throw the skull mask perfectly on the camera. And the only reason they spent so long doing it, thinking it could be done, was apparently the director casually tossed it up there and it got stuck on it perfectly. Yeah. So then they just tried to recreate that.
Uh-huh. Because they weren't filming when he's like, yeah, just do it like this. And he just nails it. And then he could not replicate it ever again.
Filming. Yeah, I think that's fun.
Pretty fun.
They could have just put it on there and then had a string on it and then yanked it off and then played it in reverse.
That is what James Cameron would have done.
Who?
Oh, and he's an amateur.
But, he understands. Anyway, cutting and filming and reversing shots.
On the floor.
On the floor.
Everybody do
Dr.
the
Chalice.
dinosaur.
He's doing the dinosaur over to the computer, and he's got his T-Rex arms. He's doing his best Uncle Roy impression. And he's like, computer? Tap, 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 tap. And then they're like, what just happened? Oh, he just shut down something.
I'm in the mainframe.
And they're like, oh.
How does he know what buttons to push?
He doesn't. He's a dinosaur. He's just pushing them all, Daniel.
Why come this work?
Because if I walked into your room and you had something up on your computer and I came in there and just started smashing the keyboard, something's going to be fucked up.
It's like the last 15 minutes of the movie, Daniel. It has to work.
I guess.
Has to.
I guess that makes sense. When you put it like that,
and
the movie's got to end soon, guys.
What has happened? Well, oh, no. And then they run away. And then they find a bunch of buttons.
To be clear, they're aware that they have escaped.
They
know he's walking around the place.
The sex spot is supposed to take him out by now, Kenny.
But that mustache.
She learned to love.
Yeah. So what happens in the movie? They take the buttons and they throw them?
They throw them down on him. They rain them down from above.
Now, Daniel, in the book, you laughed at me when I told you about that bird story. But Ellie is acting like she's been hit in the head and has a concussion because she's very loopy. Okay? Yeah. And they're up on the balcony overlooking the factory, and they've got this box of buttons. And Ellie's like, Daddy, let's let them go. The others too. Tweet, 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 tweet. And she starts throwing buttons, thinking they're birds, and trying to let the birds go as they're just raining down onto the laboratory.
And in her delusion, though, she's like, oh, Daddy's okay with you letting the bird go, even though she literally told us that Daddy was not okay.
Daddy's telling her, Daddy, Dr. Chalice, problematic, is saying, yes, do it. Tweet, tweet, tweet.
Tweet, tweet, tweet-a-dee. They
missed opportunity is all I'm saying, Daniel.
Well, they rain down a box of the buttons down on the computers after they get in the upper area, and then they just explode everything down there for some reason.
It's because the commercial's playing,
so
which triggers the buttons.
And they just be exploding. Yeah, because you got to play it. So that takes out all the robots, and Cochrane's down there like, this son of a bitch.
But you know what? Got to give it to you. Clap.
Got to give it.
Clap.
But you know what? I'm secretly a warlock. Bet you didn't know that.
But I'm about to get arced to the coven.
Why does that happen?
That's because Stonehenge is mad.
What's Stonehenge mad about?
Didn't get its sacrifices.
It's mad because...
Yet.
I don't know.
Because all its buttons, it worked hard. All those buttons
all
have
of
a little
its
piece of
campaign
Stonehenge
buttons. What is it going to do with all those buttons now, Daniel?
Oh my God, it's going to have to throw all those buttons out that say one person's name.
They're going to have to put a big white out and flip the button upside down. And then,
what's it going to do with all its merchandise that it bought
I based my entire personality around hating this one person, god damn it.
And now they're not going to be like as important anymore.
You know what? It's illegal. What you've
Lawsuit. You
is
cannot
illegal.
do that. You can't.
You show me where in the U.S. Constitution it says you can do that.
Yeah.
And this is where I say, Stonehenge, you use a rock.
Was it
Use a rock.
Was it just the book that said that all the buttons had like a little bit of the rock in it?
No, I said that.
Cochrane, I think that comes across the movie too, because you see them chiseling it.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anyone explicitly says that except me.
It's like the Paul Newman cookies.
Oh, sorry, Daniel.
They all have a little bit of Paul Newman's ashes in them. It's the same deal.
I don't think that's true.
100%. You heard of her.
Yeah. Or that never-ending.
Heard of her, folks.
You heard of her. I'm drunk.
It's like a sourdough starter. You know, it's always part of the original. Starter. You just keep adding to it. It's fine. That's all it is. So, because he also talks about how in those days, the druids, they had all this power, but they had nowhere to store it and blah, blah, blah. And then my people, they were gone. But now you guys have made a way and we can store this power. Ha, 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 ha. So it's just a new power source. Well, I think what it is we don't want to use oil anymore. Okay? We don't want to do coal. Those are all bad for the environment. You know what's good for the environment?
Energy. Stonehenge.
Getting rid of all these kids.
If Stonehenge is clean energy. Why come we not doing it?
That's what he's trying to.
This is the
Why are we
startup.
stopping him? Is
And
Big
they're like,
Oil do
drunk
Big Oil
Dr.
send
Chalice.
this drunk
Big Oil
doctor?
always.
No, he's just drunk.
Drunk doctor
But
has
Big Oil
stock
didn't
in
stop
oil.
him.
Big Coal didn't stop him either. He's too busy fending people off from his daughter.
Are you my
coal miner's
dad?
daughter.
Come on. What? No, I'm
Ellie.
not.
I'm drunk.
You can call me that.
I mean, you called me daddy last night.
Did it get weird?
Yeah, it did.
Did you brush your teeth ever?
With whiskey?
Okay.
I didn't know we were going on a trip. I didn't pack anything.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, I gotta
we
reattach
were
my feet. That's where I've been
married.
keeping my alcohol.
I didn't know
Hold
you
on.
were going to criticize everything about me. Take a shower. You smell like alcohol. Brush your teeth. You smell like alcohol. Wash your clothes. You smell like alcohol. Oh my God.
Quit
now I've got
drinking
two
alcohol.
wives.
Oh my god.
Well, I've been drinking.
Oh no!
And you know what? She gets so fed up with him that she tries to
That
grab
she turns into a robot.
She tries to crash that car.
Oh, psycho! Psycho's car crash. Like, lady, I'm drunk. I can crash this car by myself. Thank you very much. I don't need your help. You know how many cars I've crashed? You know how many times I haven't picked up my children because I've drunkenly crashed a vehicle? It's a lot.
When that car is coming and it starts skidding and then it hits the telephone pole and then carries on. If that telephone pole hadn't been there, then it would have taken out everyone behind the camera.
Well, so
The
they weren't supposed to hit that pole?
Good thing they put that there.
They were not supposed to hit that pole. The car went out of control. It was going too fast for the turn.
Who was driving?
That's a good. I forget who.
Was it Nick Castle?
Mm,
No, sorry.
Dick
was
Warlock.
It Dick Warlock. Yeah. Sorry, I got my...
I think it was Dr. Chow.
Michael
I think it was
Atkins.
Tom Atkins.
Tom Atkins?
And I'm going to say
Yep.
he was drunk.
Makes
Now.
sense based on what we're seeing here.
Always, ABD, always be drinking. That's what, Dr. Chalice says.
A, B, C, D. Always be constantly drinking.
Always and constantly in the same... Yeah, perfect.
Now,
Double up on it.
when you have to knock
A,
my
B,
head
C,
off my
D, E.
shoulders.
Always be constantly drinking every
Always be
time.
constantly doing-
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D, E.
24/7.
Always be constantly drinking every day forever.
Ever.
What's
Guys.
after F?
G.
G?
Always
I think
be
that's
drinking.
at that point you're just. I think you've drank too much. I think you might have a problem.
We've gone too far this time. I crashed the car. The beer was in the car. She's a robot now.
Spilled it.
He lops off her arm somehow.
Well,
the accident did
That was the car's. The car did that.
The
He
car's
was
a
driving.
murderer.
No,
He's
it's just an
driving.
inconveniencer. She didn't die from that. Even when he knocks her head off, she still wants vengeance. And that severed hand still wants justice, Daniel. It was grabbing
Grabs
the
his
ground.
balls.
Yeah, but you
Go on,
see,
lad.
he takes that hand and he takes it low.
Now, I'm going to say
That ain't right.
this
That ain't
gag
right.
is like one too many.
No, I think that
Hilarious.
should have kept happening.
She should have gotten up again. No head, no arm. And that just falls. And then he has to So we're gonna Monty Python. It's just a flesh wound until she's just a corpse that's worming its way towards him. Is that what you want, Daniel?
Yeah. Because if the arm can move by itself, then why couldn't the torso?
Why couldn't you know what?
Where are them toes at?
You make it happen so long it becomes funny again. Okay.
If you kept going, it would. I mean, when it's clearly just the lady like underneath him, like dangling part of her arm up there to make it look like it's just a robot arm. It's like, nah, show me the stump.
You show it to me.
Show me the stump.
You show
that's
it. I want to see it.
That's just a lady down there with her face in his crotch. Because that's where her face would have had to have been for her arm to be in that position. Like she's down there gobbling on Atkins.
That's the Atkins diet.
That's the Atkins diet.
Oh, that's a solid joke. Very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
He really shines in the last 15
Very
minutes.
Good.
Not sleeping.
So what is the Atkins
Daniel's
diet?
here to play now. I'm ready for the podcast to start. Let's go.
Let's do it. Start it over. So, okay, look. Ellie
started running.
Just started running. She died or something, and they made a robot, or they just converted her into a robot something, but she's gone. He took care of it. It's very serious business. He takes off. He gets back to another gas station.
It's the same gas station from the beginning of the movie.
In town?
It's the one that Grimbridge, or
it's the one
Bridge
nearest to town.
The one closest to the factory or whatever.
Yeah, but not part of the town.
Correct. Because we have our same gas station attendant from the beginning of the movie.
He could have more than one job. He could work 2 different stations.
I think he owns the gas station.
He might. He's there all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
Jinx.
He could love you.
Wait, do you own your store?
Yeah. Well, it is employee owned, so technically.
Yeah, I might own a government service. I got a good feeling.
Well,
that's a lot of responsibility.
Is yours employee owned?
I mean, it's owned by the taxpayer.
I don't even know what that means, to be honest.
Nothing. It means nothing.
It's written on the walls.
I can write stuff on the walls and shit. That doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah.
But people aren't going to try to clean it up too quick, are they? So it's going to have a lasting...
Wait, what?
Because it's gross. No one's going to want to do it, so it's going to have a lasting impact. I'm just saying shit's going to stay on the wall longer than marker. Because I ain't cleaning that shit. I'm going to wipe off a marker. You want me to go
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Hey, Cochran said he's got the commercial plan on all big 3 of the networks. The big 3 networks. That should be suitable. 50,000, 50 million, whatever.
50 million. So CBS, there's NBC,
TNT, I don't know. TBT?
No, ABC?
TNT not a thing yet. TNT not a thing yet.
Central Broadcasting Channel, National Broadcasting Channel.
Spike.
American Broadcasting Channel.
Yeah, the big 3.
Is that what ABC stands for?
Yeah, dog.
I thought it stood for always be constantly.
Always be constantly.
You know what BBC stands for?
Yes.
British Broadcasting.
No.
Is it corporation? Constantly.
British Broadcasting constantly. Into your homes. Pleasing your wives. Hey, look, guys, I don't care how much this guy paid you. I am telling you, you cannot air this. Stop the commercial. Commercial's playing. There's kids show up to this gas station in the middle of nowhere like, it's the commercial.
I got a bomb. Turn it off or I'm going to let the bomb go.
You're going to let the bomb go? Like to be free in the wild?
One might say I might drop the bomb.
Ooh.
Drop the bomb on you, baby.
Well, it worked. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 3. The third one. Get the last one. Come on. Get the last one.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Credits.
Why didn't he just turn that TV off?
Well, he needed to know when it was actually turned off, because then he could stop yelling.
Right, but
now he
could have taken the mask off those children.
Those 3 kids or whatever.
Again, he's drunk, so he wants to. He's already forgotten what happened. So he's like, "Ooh, a show."
he's already forgotten why he's yelling "Stop it," but he's gonna keep doing it.
He's remembering someone poured his booze out once, and he's getting flashbacks to
Stop it.
No matter what happens, though, Dr. Chalice.
That was his Vietnam.
That's his. Yeah, he's got PTSD. Please take some drinks. So that's what he's doing. So no matter what happens here, he has a happy ending because his wife didn't listen to him. His kids die, so he doesn't have to deal with them anymore. But he also gets to lord over his ex-wife that he told her to take those fucking masks off. He fucking told. So they'll be at the funeral, and people will be like, "Oh, this is so sad." And he's like, "Yeah, my kids would still be here if my fucking wife listened." But she always had to be
if
right.
She just kept her lizard tongue quiet.
Yeah, I actually you didn't know this was an option, but those caskets over there, you can tap it like a keg. I filled it with beer, like it's the sides, they were hollow. We filled them with beer. So you just go tap it. My son would have liked it that way. That's how he wanted to go, with Dad being happy. And that's what's going to make Dad happy.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chalice, did you say you're going to go tap your son?
tap casket wine. It's barrel aged. My son's in there, and he liked tapping with me.
With bugs and leaves and things.
But I mean, that's natural. I just you pick a bug out of your beer and you drink. It's so good.
I do it all the time.
I'm a doctor.
Usually it's like road bugs like flying at me.
Road bug. Because like I'm driving, the top is down. I got my beer in a glass in the car,
and the wind is going through my mustache. It's great.
And like you catch a few bugs, and that's life.
Yeah, and whoever he's talking to, he's like has to walk back to Linda and give her $100 because they made a bet that Dr. Chalice would show up drunk to his kid's funeral. And you know what? Linda was right. Linda was right.
She's wrong.
No,
she's wrong. He's at the wrong funeral. He's 3 rows over. That's my boy.
He's so confused. He's just
my boy
slamming a corkscrew or something like right into some poor dead kid's coffin as everyone is just watching. And he's going, "It's gonna give me what I need. It's gonna give me what I need." And
Stonehenge.
And then they're all yelling, "Stop it! Stop it!" And then Stonehenge.
Oh,
Kenny,
man.
you like this movie?
I love this movie. Ambiguous ending. I like that. Maybe he gets it done. Maybe he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. But not as many kids die.
You don't think they didn't just change the channel?
I don't know.
What kid is out there like, oh, I gotta watch this fucking commercial. I already got your goddamn mask.
Yeah,
but there's a special giveaway. Mom and Dad ain't gonna take me to go pick up this fucking giveaway. I went over here and got this fucking decoder ring and it said drink more fucking Ovaltine. You think I give a goddamn rat's ass?
This is a really kid is really giving it to him,
Yeah, Dr.
You know
Chalice,
the only reason
this is supposed to be a memorial sermon you're giving about your daughter. What is you doing?
The only reason I bought this goddamn mask is because all the other kids were buying it. And I don't have the same.
Your parent bought it.
Fuck off. I ask for shit and I get what I want. I could have asked for any other. Did I want to be a skeleton, a fucking jack-o'-lantern, or a fucking witch?
Kids suck. Listen to this one.
I wanted to be Waspinator. God damn it.
Well, much like Waspinator, your body's about to really hurt.
I got turned into bugs and leaves and sticks and things. And they don't have a scholarship for that. I ain't gonna go to college for being bugs.
Yeah, but maybe later you can be the inspiration for the Pixar movie A Bug's Life.
Ain't good. I'm an alcoholic like my father. It's a genetic disease.
You like this movie, Daniel?
Bugging me about it.
No.
Not at all?
Not really.
Okay.
Why though?
Where's Michael Myers?
You set
he
that
was
aside.
in there. They showed him for a second in the bar.
No, it's fine.
They were going to watch Halloween that night, actually, after the commercial as part of the horror marathon. Because they do make the bold choice of showing one of the previous movies in the movie. Saying
I liked some stuff. I didn't like other stuff, But
did you like the doctor?
He's fine.
Okay.
I think the biggest problem with this movie is that it's called Halloween 3.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bogged it down for decades. But it seems like, in general, people are over that now.
Well, yeah, everyone bothered by it is dead now, right?
Right.
No, I'm just now bothered by it.
Well, you're an old soul, sweetheart.
I'm in the prime of my life.
Are you?
Yeah.
I heard your hip pop through the noise suppression.
That wasn't my hip, that's my knee. I got old man knees.
The prime of your knees. This is a fun one. I like that. I can watch this one without feeling compelled to watch more because it is a standalone thing. When I watch the first Halloween, I always feel like I need to at least watch the second one.
I wouldn't watch this again.
I would.
Part of me died, Daniel, when you just said that. But
why would you watch this again? What's there to get?
It's fun. It's just fun.
It's a fun time. It makes me feel like watching.
I don't watch things to have fun.
I'll tell you why.
It makes me want to watch other movies of its era, though.
The because Dean Cundy, it's beautifully shot cinema. Okay?
Why?
Because a man gets a 15-year-old girl with just his mustache and his beer breath, Daniel.
That is the dream.
This is inspirational for you?
Yeah. He wishes that man came to get him when he was 15.
I was here.
Was I not cute enough?
Why didn't he ever? I was a cute kid, damn it. I like this movie fits right in with the like other things like The Stuff.
Yes, yes.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
I don't like the 80s in general.
Tommy Knockers.
You son of a bitch.
You don't like the hair, I know that.
I don't like the whole vibe. Vibe.
If you were born just 1 year earlier.
Yeah, then I'd be all over it, but
You'd be a child of the 80s like me.
But I don't really like the 90s either.
What do you like?
He's just lost.
You like getting, you like having Riz and getting Skibbity.
Yeah.
On
I like
everything.
Skibbity toilet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he likes getting caught in the rain.
I don't mind that.
Mm-hmm. The drinking pina coladas.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't mind that.
I like a good pina colada. I think I could have a pina colada with Dr.
If you like
Chalice.
sharing a drink with a street bum at midnight.
You like sharing a drink with a street bum at midnight.
He says he doesn't have disease, but you're too drunk to really know. So just get on your knees. Song took a turn.
If you don't ask them their age until after you've copulated,
you're going to jail. You get that info up front.
No, just ask first. If you have any question, any doubt in your mind, ask for an ID or something. Jesus Christ. Those were the days. Did this movie make you want to grow a mustache, either one of you?
No.
Yeah.
Do I ever make you want to grow a mustache?
Yeah.
I'm about that life, you know? It took 30 plus years to get there.
I don't want to maintain a thing, though, you know?
That's fair. That's fair.
Like an erection.
Like an erection.
That's what I heard.
That Dr. Chalice has the same
really
issue.
Up to me, you know?
Whiskey dick for days.
So, okay. This is Daniel's first watch. So, Daniel, how are we feeling with the Halloween franchise?
They killed it.
They killed it. Okay, but are you still...
Like, it's dead.
It's dead? Okay.
I mean, at the end of the last movie, our main bad guy and our second main good guy both blew up.
Sure.
Blew up.
But you could just put a little scar on one side of a guy's face and then be like, yeah,
it's funny fine. You should say that.
Oh God.
I read the comic. I saw the scar.
Wait, have you seen any Halloween after this point before we get to H2O? Like, have you seen 4, 5, or 6?
Okay.
But you've seen from H2O through...
I've seen after H2O, I've seen everything.
So you're only... My remembrance...
I'm only missing the bad stuff.
No. My memory tells me you're only missing one good one.
H1O?
6. No. 4. But we'll have to rewatch them.
We'll see. We'll see, because we're about to enter a slightly new timeline.
We're gonna shift.
It's
pivot.
Is this like the first soft reboot?
Kind of, because
yes, Loomis and Michael Myers blew up and burned to death in Halloween 2. So we're gonna go to a new universe now where that didn't happen.
Where it's just a small Bunsen burner fire, and we both fell on it for a second.
Okay.
Like, what if Loomis, instead of blowing up, just gets coffee that's a little too hot?
Hey, I've been there.
And burns himself. Yeah. I seen an interesting bit of trivia. I don't know if it was true, but apparently Joe Dante was attached to direct this at some point. That would have been interesting.
Would we have gotten Gremlins?
I don't know.
We wouldn't have, because this would have killed his career. He would have been put in director jail.
Son of a bitch.
Well, at the time, maybe.
Ryan, what'd you like better, though? The movie or the book? The novelization?
So, I think Dr. Chalice they went more dirtbag, scumbag with him in the book, that it made it hard to want to follow him or root for him at all.
He is a raging alcoholic.
He is just a dirtbag who is clearly only
with
with this girl to try to sleep with her. That's
fun. They should have brought that to the movie.
It makes it it changes the tone. It's much more amusing, I think, in the book.
Yeah. But there are some better sequences in the book that would have been fun. All right, let's do our Halloween rankings because we got 3 movies in.
We didn't do it last time.
That's right. So we got stuff now we can compare.
Well, I think it was pretty easy.
It's pretty. Last time pretty obvious.
And can I tell you? I think it's still pretty easy.
All right.
Daniel, what are you, Daniel?
1. 2. 3.
Okay.
Go.
1.
Now I will start my ranking.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Son
And
of a
now I
bitch.
will actually start my ranking. 1, 2, 3.
Bold of you, Ryan.
1, 2, 3. I
You
thought
know what I'm gonna fucking say? It's 1, 2, 3.
I
It's
thought
still-
can I in good conscience say 1, 3, 2? But I'm like, no.
The reason I can't say 1, 3, 2 because 3 is probably about as good a movie as 2, but 2 gets the boost of tying in nicely with 1, and I can't unattach them from each other, so it'll get that extra boost from 1 that puts it just above 3. 1 and 2, nice complete little story there. They're both really good. 1 is obviously better than 2, but there's nothing that puts 2 by itself necessarily above 3 by itself, other than the fact that it is directly attached to 1.
Now,
So
at this time in our Friday the 13th rewatch, I think we all
I think we all went 1, 3, 2.
No, I would have
No.
went 2 first.
Oh, that's right. 2 was really
If
good.
I recall, 3 ended up being one of our least
2
favorite
was
in the
bad,
whole
or 3
franchise.
was bad, so we went 2, 1, 3.
I
2,
might
1,
have
3 might have happened,
or it might have it might still have been 1, 2, 3.
I think it might have still been 1, 2, 3 because 3 kept staying at the bottom.
Once
and
we
it might have-
once we get that fourth film, and that's when the
One
fun
of
begins.
them, one of them was, oh my God, some of them.
So
But
what if,
then,
like,
you know
3
what?
and 7
It
were
went
trash.
Slug, 1, 2.
So it's going to be fun when we get to like 4, 5, and 6 to see what the hell Daniel does with Halloween 3.
Yeah, I'm curious how he feels about 4. I'm curious where in the end you sit on 4. I'm curious where I'm going to sit on 4. 4's
4 is a hard number to sit on when you think about it.
it's got 2
Because
sides.
it's got
if you
the point
flip it-
at the top and you just slide down.
Oh,
but
if you flip it, it's a chair.
It becomes a chair.
But it's not a 4 then.
Unless it's one of those triangle 4s. Are you doing a triangle 4 or a 2-prong 4?
I'm
Dale?
doing the
Two-prong.
sign of Thorn. You know I am.
Well, now I'm doing
Ah.
2-prong.
Now I'm doing 2-prong. 1 for each hole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How does that work? Do I have to like twist?
don't worry about it. They're really long arms. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you'll hardly ever hear anyone say anything other than 1, 2, 3 at this point. So it's not bold. Like I said, we'll start alienating the audience, our audience, when we get further in the series, much like I'm sure we did with the Friday series. And ever since we've done the Friday one, I've seen some takes where I'm like,
Listener
watch
count's
the
been
same
down
movie?
ever since those Friday ones.
did we watch?
Everyone, we got canceled.
Got canceled. No one liked it. Making fun of poor little Jadar like that. When we got Mikey Boy over here, they each have a movie without him in it. Their main guy in it.
That's
sure,
true.
Friday was the first one, but whatever.
Or you could really just say all the other movies don't have the mom.
They kind of do.
She's there in spirit,
Ghost.
Daniel.
I don't like ghosts.
Yeah, nobody likes ghosts. Yeah, ghosts. Get out of here. Yeah. Well, you got anything else to say about this one?
Well,
Watch it. It's good.
Watch it. It's good.
you can skip it.
As always, I've been your horrible host, Kenny, telling you to always be constantly drinking every day, forever.
Godzilla
Godzilla
has
has
what's after H? I.
icicles,
J.
jizzed,
K.
kill
L.
lizards,
M.
mini
N.
nocturnal
O.
ostriches,
P.
possibly
Q.
questioning,
R.
radioactive
S.
spiders. Tonight.
Did Discord not pick up my U? Was that too high pitched?
No, that's too high pitch. Under? I just thought you forgot.
No,
I did too. I thought he forgot the alphabet.
no, I made a high pitched U noise. I'll go deep. V.
Under fairy,
X.
xylophone.
Y.
You skipped W.
You skipped W.
Fuck.
He
Drugs
doesn't know the
fucked.
alphabet.
As fuck. As always, I've been your horrible host, Kenny, saying it's okay to drink and do your doctorate. It's okay to drink and pick up your kids. It's okay
wait,
to drink and
where's-
drive,
Where's W?
but it's never okay.
It's a letter, Daniel.
It's never okay to shoot first and ask questions later.
Does that happen in this movie?
In the bedroom.
Oh, I'm looking. What is the letter W, Daniel?
Where is it?
Where is it? I'm trying to find the
knows?
W spot.
You see me on the street, you come give me a drink. I got no disease, Ryan.
Meet me in the
A,
club.
B, C,
Come give
D,
me a
E, F,
hug.
G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P,
It's after
Q, R, S,
V.
T, U, V, W.
VW.
W. Oh, okay. That's embarrassing. I'm drunk.
Yeah, I'm drunk.